Oh, it says I'm streaming. Let's go here. Hey, Caleb Hammer. Let's find one. Members only, members only. I'm not a member. Let's see. The thing is, like, oh, this is members only. Biggest nutcase update. Let's find. It's just like, I feel like there's a lot of girls on Financial Audit and couples. Oh. Members only. Members only. I wish I could sort by, like, not just members only. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
To be a millionaire, I believe you have to live and think like a millionaire.
And not one of your investments have you ever been successful. You try all this.
Look at this.
Broke and you have nothing
This
to
is
show
fun.
for it.
I'm not broke. I'm not broke. I'm rich in mind, spirit.
How much did you put into agency?
About $.
Oh
did
my
you walk away
goodness.
with?
This
Negative
guy.
14,187. I want to make my own way. I grew up with 6 older siblings, very young. I grew up very young. And so
I don't
waking up
know.
old-
I grew up very young. Yes, we all grew up very young. Yes, that.
Join Hammer Elite. this
Hammer
month for
Elite.
free and
Yes,
discover
I'm not
what
part of the
number
Hammer
one
Elite.
membership on the
I am
platform
so
has to
sorry.
offer.
I am so
See
sorry.
description for more
Blah blah
details.
blah blah blah.
Hey, my name is Gary. I'm from Denver, Colorado. This is Financial Audit.
Why don't you again?
Okay, one more time. Yeah, I stuttered. Hi, my
Oh,
name is
there's not
Gary. I'm from Denver, Colorado. I'm 25 years
Studio
old.
mode?
You're watching the Financial Audit.
Ooh, wow.
Yes, you are,
Um,
and you're in it. You're here, strong
there
and all.
a
Thanks for
chat
being in this studio. Unfortunate to tell you, it ain't Christmas by the time they're seeing this,
I
but
don't
I
see
appreciate
chat.
the spirit. What do you do in Denver for a living?
I am an event coordinator
Stream.
/ sales representative
Output,
for
audio,
a
video.
cell phone company.
Cool. What do
Accessibility.
you make?
So
Advanced.
currently, I mean, it's a commission job. I do get bonused out.
Because I thought there would be
Anywhere, most years I've been anywhere from 105
when I'm
up to
when I'm
this year.
streaming. I thought there would
about
be like a.
I'm hoping for about 130, 135.
Dude, 25. Are we kidding? Are we kidding ourselves right now? This is incredible.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
incredible. What hits?
Okay.
What hits on a monthly basis on average?
Controls.
Average anywhere from 6 to 8.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Well, after taxes, yeah, about 6 to 8.
that's
So we'll
weird.
call it 7.
You'll call it 7. Yeah. Put it around that.
Why are you on this show?
Well, you
What
know.
the
Oh,
f
that's
are we
weird.
talking about? You're doing at 25. You're doing incredible.
Yeah, you know.
Income-wise, at least.
Absolutely, and I definitely feel like I'm doing great for myself. Just coming on here, I don't know where my money's going, man. It's
How? I mean, just
spending habits.
How?
Spending habits.
You-
100% spending habits.
how long have you been making this much money?
This will
Chat.
be, I believe, my 4th year in a
Oh,
row.
there we
making
go.
6 figures. Maybe, yeah, 4th year in a row now. Maybe 5th year.
You started at 21.
No, 19. I started the company when I was 19.
The company. This is your company?
No. I didn't start the company. I started working at the company when I was 19 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were making 6 figures out of the gate?
No, when I was 21. So that's why I said like the last 4 years. My first
Well,
2
that's
years.
still
I was,
crazy and incredible.
yeah.
What's the longevity behind this going forward?
I love it. I mean, it's a great job.
You love it, but what's the longevity of it going forward?
It's everybody needs a cell phone.
Yeah.
Everybody needs
okay.
a cell phone. It's an everyday need,
Have
right?
you seen it change in the market at all of how people are getting cell phones, though?
Oh, of course.
Okay, see, that's my concern because, I mean, it's not a cell phone, it's a cell service. I mean, Helium's cheaper than your network, provides the same service.
Correct.
And that's our,
Correct.
that's our partner. And, okay.
Well, here's what I'll say though, is in my position, what I do within the company, it's all on the spot, and I rely heavily on my skills, and so do the guys I work with and the guys on my
So
team.
he's a
right?
salesman?
We're gonna make you realize why
Yeah.
our company's better than other companies, right? And get you
Sure.
to spend the money right there on the spot. Versus a lot of the times. going
Okay,
to the
so
store,
he's
you
just
have
scamming people.
older
Yeah,
people
which
that
is
come in
fair.
with issues
That's.
on their phones,
I
but
mean,
who still wanna
salespeople.
upgrade because of
Yeah.
online- Well, first off, it's not taking advantage of people. Come on now.
No, not people, old people.
Oh,
people
no.
that are.
Yeah, so he is taking advantage of people. I've done sales before. I've done it over the phone. I've done it in person. I've had, yeah, I was a licensed life insurance agent. That's a high pressure, big sales job. I've worked in call centers. I've done cold calls. I've sold timeshare. That's soul crushing, and I'm glad I'm out of that. But he's 100% taking advantage of people in order to make the amount of money that he's talking about. And it is ephemeral, and it can't last, and it will destroy your soul. So you got to take the money and invest it wisely when you're making money like that, or else it's going to be a problem.
I don't know what they're doing.
Well, I disagree with that, but
Well,
it's,
yeah, you're
we
the
help
sales
people
guy
get-
making money off the old people.
Well,
Now, come on.
getting them what they need and what they want, right? Because they don't want to go online.
Well,
and
not
figure
what
out how
they
to
need,
purchase a cell
but
phone.
yes, you are helping what they want, the hand-holding extra experience,
If
but
they got
they're
an 8-year-old
overpaying for
phone-
that.
Well, they got an 8-year-old phone with ads popping up every 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, Grandpa watched a lot of porn.
Right? Sometimes you see it. Sometimes you see it. That's for sure. Still, I don't think it's taking advantage of people necessarily.
Okay, so
Every salesperson has to believe that they're not taking advantage of a person.
understand. Listen, when you get into money early, it might be without actually going through the process of learning those skills, you can f it.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you are this many years into, I don't know where my money's going. I understand maybe a year, maybe 2 years, especially 21, 22. How the f are we at 25 and you've been asking yourself that question. You've been asking, oh, I'm wondering, oh, I'm curious. And then you haven't done anything to answer it?
So
that's
I'd say I've
just
answered
problems.
it. I've put my money in a lot better places where I was. When I was younger and I was touching this money, I was buying
Touching?
cars. Yeah, touching the money. Money's coming in, touching the money.
Okay. I mean, Colton is telling me that you told him you have a millionaire mindset, so you
I
went
do.
and got a $600,000 house.
You got to be a millionaire. I believe you have to live and think like a millionaire.
No, to be a
Absolutely.
millionaire. Hang on.
Well, okay, what?
Hang on. To be a millionaire, you have to live and think like a person who doesn't have any money. Hold on. Let me. Do we have a notepad? I think they destroyed Notepad. Do I have new text document? Notepad. Now I have a notepad. All right. Now we have Notepad. We have Notepad. Yay, Notepad and Notepad.
Does living like a millionaire
Okay.
mean to you?
Feeling
What is
comfortable.
millionaire mindset
Oh wait,
to you?
wait.
Feeling
wait.
comfortable, feeling like you're in your area.
Do
Yeah,
most
there we go.
millionaires feel comfortable?
Expertise.
Do most entrepreneurs feel
There we go.
comfortable?
No, absolutely not. But
Okay,
it's
so
comfortable in a
would
sense.
we
that
have a
be the millionaire
notepad
mindset
and-
then? 'Cause
okay,
most-
yeah, this.
Of it is discomfort
go.
and grinding and an extra fight against the forces that are trying to hold you back in every way possible.
Yeah.
Notepad,
And
there
you're
we go.
threading that needle through the less likely chance that you're going to make it. That's more the millionaire mindset.
Now
You're
we have a
trying to get
notepad
to the
behind
point
me.
from
There
at
we go.
least that note
And
and
we'll
what you
just-
just said to what happens after the success
Now I have a
story has
notepad.
happened.
But
I can
waking
say-
up every day and seeing what I've accomplished for myself, making myself want to push for more, and allowing myself to see what I've done
I
already.
mean, what you've
and
accomplished is a stack of debt. So,
in-
what are
in
we talking about?
hindsight-
Stack of debt?
In hindsight, it's dead.
There we
but
go.
in my mind,
Now I have a
No, no,
speech
right,
bubble.
in
I can
reality,
talk.
it's debt.
okay, and you call it reality. In
Well,
reality,
no, it's in front of me. It's paper in front of me, dude.
It's dead. But I wake up every day and I see what I've done for myself, and I've bought and
He
been able
wakes
to
up
take
every
care
day,
of what I want and
as opposed to
how
the
I
rest
want
of
it,
us.
right? I'm
Well,
able
your
to. If
millionaire
I see something,
mindset, though, is probably getting a house that you rushed into and getting like just.
Okay, so here we go. Millionaire mindset. Millionaire does not mean $1 million a year. Millionaire means having $1 million. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, we want to do median or average. Let's do median and average. Yes, open it up. I'm getting like 66, 61, 81. 2024 median is 51. Oh my goodness. Median household income 83,780. Okay, we'll just use okay, so 83,780, 66. Okay, we're gonna go with something that's on the low end, but is way more money than I make. Okay, so this per year. All right. This is a lot of money. Some people think that it's not a lot of money. This is a lot of money. Because this amount of money per year is, we'll do like weekly. Or let's go ahead. I mean, it's really easy to divide it by 12. This is $5,000 a month. A month, yes, a month. This is This is 115, call it 4 a week. It's actually a little bit lower than that, but we're rounding. Okay. So if this is your net, we're just gonna say 60% is gonna be your take home. Okay, so we'll call it 700 a week net. So this is after taxes and other things. This is what actually hits your bank account. $700 a week, or $3,000 a month, right? So this is right, and then we do this, right? Okay, because we're gonna put $300 goes to God, right? We tithe after taxes because we are not tithing the government's money. The government needs to pay tithe. I don't know what to tell them. That's between them and God. We're not tithing the government's money. We tithe what hits our bank account. Okay, then $600 is ours to keep. It goes into our savings / investing. Alright? Okay. Now, $900 is going to be spent on just whatever we want. And this is going to be our needs. Now, this is like, obviously, if you're making the median income, you need to be living in the median housing, right? So this is the median income, so we need to find out what the median housing, right? So median U.S. rent. Okay. The average rental price in the United States is $1,995. That's a problem. You see, that's the problem. Oh, hey, I'm sorry, you guys can't see this. Here we go, I'll move me over here. See? Better. Okay, so already that's a problem. Okay, that's median U.S. rent. Median versus average. I wonder if we have either of those numbers. 2026, 1450 to 1480. Median, 1450 to 1480. Average rent is higher, 1600 to 2000. So the median is higher than our needs. So your rent is going to take that out. So what we have to do is we have to take this, and because we can't do the 1 3 2 3 4 method because the economy is borked, we are going to cut this down to this. Do austerity measures. we're going to cut this up to this. All right? So now we're paying ourselves the same thing that God gets. God gets 300, we get 300. We live on 10% of, or we enjoy 10% of our money. God enjoys 10% of our money. And then 600 is going to go into savings, and 1800 is going to be our needs. That's going to be eaten up very quickly. Right? Now, this is in a median. Obviously, depending on your location and where you're at, it's going to be much different. But now, we're talking about being a millionaire. If you start at 18 at the median, which you're not going to start at the 18 at the median, you're going to start below that, but whatever. We're just talking about this number right here. Okay? Now, that's $600, and this is per month. Okay? So, investing $600 per month, okay, is going to be $7,200. This means you are maxing out an IRA. That's the bare minimum, plus you are investing $200, split 3 ways between gold. Well, technically, you're going to split it 5 ways. Okay, you're going to split this 600, right? 600 a month is $7,200 a year. Okay, 7,000 into your Roth IRA, because that's the maximum. You can put 7,000 towards your Roth IRA. Now, this 200 is going to be split between gold, GLD EFT, silver, physical silver, SLV EFT, right? And a high yield savings account, right? So that means every year, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is $40 to each of these. $40, $40, $40, and $40 every year. Okay, so that's what you're investing every single year. Okay. Now, this is all gonna average some small amount, right? But the point is that you can reasonably expect that in the market you are going to make more than 7%, between 7 to 10%. You can reasonably expect. Okay, so now we're at how long to reach $1 million. We're going to invest $7,000 in a Roth IRA and $200 into gold, silver, GLD, SLV, and a savings account. Okay. So reaching $1 million with those $7,000 in a Roth IRA, 200 gold stars on return. Okay, so I was ambiguous. Hang on. Monthly. Oh wait, it's not monthly. That is annually. Nope. Stop. Annually. Monthly would be really easy. Okay, so annually into a Roth IRA, and then $200. Why does it say no? It's $7,000 plus 40 times 5. It did the math wrong. All right. How long to reach a million? All right, I think. Hang on. I'll be back.
Can I play outside?
All right, sorry about that. I'm back. So, what this does is get you $1 million in 30 years. Okay. So, and the reason why it's 7,000 is the maximum to a Roth IRA, right? So what does that mean on a month-to-month basis? Because obviously, you know, you're not just dropping $7,000. Okay, $7,000 is the maximum that you can contribute to a Roth IRA. So that means you are putting $583 and 33 cents. Well, it's actually repeating, so 34 cents. But this per month, that's into the IRA, right? And then obviously, so it's $3.33 a month into each of the others. So that's what it is, right? That's 30 years to become a millionaire. Costs you $600, which by the way, this totals up to $600 a month, which by the way is $20 a day. $20 a day for 30 years, starting from the time you're 18. Assume you get your first job at your 18, plus 30 equals 48. Okay? $20 a day. Put in literally the most conservative investment you could possibly do. We are just maxing out a Roth IRA, which is just what you do. That's the first thing you do. Just regular Vanguard IRA, max it out. $7,000 is the maximum you can put in. And then we are just putting $40 a year into some of the most conservative investment things. It's basically saving, buying some gold and silver, buying gold EFTs. You can change these around if you want this to be something. I mean, it's 40. It's literally $200 a year that you can just put in whatever. Fine, it's not going to make that much of a difference. It's $20 a day. You're investing $20 a day for 30 years. You will have $1 million before you're 48. You'll be a millionaire. That is the mindset.
Nice cars, right?
Yeah.
Nice ass cars. What does that do? You're not a realtor. You're not a realtor. It's the one potential job I can ever excuse needing a car that relatively looks nice. You want to look successful, even though it's not 100% necessary, but at least having that, like, rent a car for a big sale. Okay, I get it. But that doesn't make sense for a phone salesman that goes in and you're inside the lobby.
Feeling good about myself.
No, you can feel good in a lot of ways. Go work out. Listen, it's not, but if you're spending money that you don't have and you're not setting yourself up for success, especially in a volatile,
you're not going to feel good while you're in
industry,
debt.
let's be very
if you're a
clear on
reasonable
that
person.
front. I mean, people I know these days, just the people I know, they just go get their iPhone from Apple.
Yeah, but at the same time, people are wasting a lot of money doing that.
What,
And
you mean
this is no
upgrading
hate on
and getting
Apple.
locked
I'm an
into
iPhone
a
user.
contract?
It's locked into a contract. You're going to pay the service anyways. You pay
Yeah,
the
but
service
you can pay a
anyways.
cheaper service by not being locked into paying off
And then
the
over
phone.
3 years, you're going to pay the same amount of money from the difference of what Apple gives you for a trade-in. Someone takes an iPhone 8, they give them $400,
Yeah, but then you're
$300
locked
off
into
a
an
17 Pro
$80 a
Max.
month service plus the actual phone payment.
Depending on the time of year, what kind of service you want. Sometimes
Sure.
You
can
will
go for
never-
$50
Hang
plans,
on,
down and down
Hang
and
on.
down.
You will never win this conversation with a salesperson. And what I mean by that, I don't mean the salesperson is right. The salesperson is a salesperson for a reason. You will never win this conversation with a salesperson. They are trained. We have scripts. Everything you can possibly say, no matter how valid, no matter how reasonable, no matter how absolutely 100% true about why it's a bad idea to buy your product, the salesman has a response for that. And they have gone through that response over and over and over and over and over again so many times that they brainwash themselves into believing it no matter what it is. Keep in mind, I've sold timeshare before, and that is the most ridiculous, unnecessary purchase anyone has ever made. It's a predatory thing no one should ever buy at all, ever. But when you're selling timeshare, you believe that it's a good investment because you've brainwashed yourself into believing it's a good investment. Because a way to become a good salesperson is brainwashing yourself into believing that it's a good investment. That's why, guess what? The easiest person to sell something to if you're selling things, if you ever knock on the door of someone who is in sales, like this chump right here in this sweater, I could sell him $1 million worth of life insurance today, no problem. No problem, because he's a salesperson. I speak his language. I could get him to sign on the dotted line. Salespeople are so easy to sell to. Anyway, continuing.
Yeah, but is your service really gonna work?
Yes, if T-Mobile's good in that area, yes. And T-Mobile's great in Austin, so yes.
Right.
I mean, it's one of the largest networks. I think Verizon's the first, or T-Mobile. It's one of those, right? But like, okay, I mean, you told Colton you like coming home to a driveway full of 6 cars. Like millionaire
6
mindset. It's
cars?
more millionaire mindset instead of millionaire reality. Wouldn't you rather actually be a millionaire instead of
6? Hold on. 6? I can't even find the 6 on my keyboard. 6 cars. Wait. Let's estimate the debt. Just. Oh my goodness. Okay, average car debt in the U.S. is $42,000. So 6 times $42,000. Let's cut him a break and say $40,000. That's 6 $40,000 car. I guess this idiot probably has more than that. $40,000. 6 times $40,000. That's equals, you could buy 2 houses with this, depending on the area, or 1 house, or half a house, depending on the area. That's $240,000 worth of car debt. Okay, that's the principal. Car debt's between 12 to 19% interest. He's going to be paying $1 million for those 6 cars. He's going to be paying $1 million for those 6 cars. He's going to be $1 million in debt for 30 years. He's never going to be a millionaire. Never.
looking like you're a millionaire?
I need to look good to kind of fill that mindset of being a millionaire.
You know, outside of Miami and New York, most millionaires and people who do well in the United States, if we're talking Silicon Valley, if we're talking Austin, if we're talking Houston, if we're talking things like that, it's you get a little show in Dallas. But other than that, in these places, usually the cheaper car and the more dressed down you are, the richer you are. And the person who drives the nice car and dresses the nicest is usually a brokey.
In debt.
Just like Miami, Dallas, New York, but
at the end of the day, though, it's what keeps me going. It reminds myself of what I'm able to do. Well, in my mindset, man, like it just keeps me going.
Your mindset is actively preventing you from getting to millionaire
materialistic.
status while looking like a millionaire.
So
Would you actually
materialistic.
rather be a millionaire?
why would I hold myself back from feeling good in that moment as well on my way up
Well,
to
are
it?
feeling good and the cope around that, if that's the issue you're dealing with, you need to talk to a therapist first and foremost.
Hang on. Let's talk about cars for a second. Hang on. Let me see if I got it here.
And second of all, what are your
Wait a
goals?
second.
Are your goals things or are your goals?
Okay. Wonder. Let's. Where'd it go? It was right there. There it goes. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna hit national in a second. Blah 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 blah. Come on. Yeah, no one cares. Hurry up. Move on. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit nationwide. Alright. Not mileage. We're not clicking mileage. Stop! Man. Let me tell you, when you try to use a website on a regular computer, they are absolutely the worst. Okay, so we gotta go here, and we gotta go 1994 to 1997. Okay. Right. And obviously, you know, cars are a very hot button issue for people. Some people like certain cars, some people like certain other cars, and what you like is what you like, and it is what it is. All right, so there we go. Manual convertible 1994 to 1997. Okay, so I'll scroll down to the main one. This one right here. Look, $5,000. Okay, this was the car. I've already owned this car. Actually, I had it in a '94. Exact color, exact body style, exact engine. The only thing is mine was an automatic. This one is a manual. All right, but $5,000. Obviously, you're gonna, you're gonna haggle, but then tax, tag, and title, and plus you're gonna have to put work into it. I mean, any used car that you buy, especially a '95, this is a 31-year-old car. You buy it, you're gonna have to put money into it. So just double the number, okay? $10,000. Okay? $10,000. This is my dream car. $10,000. Now, I could, it's in Missouri right now, I could get on a plane, not tomorrow because I have to work, but let's say we get to the weekend to where I have a day off. I could get on a plane, fly out to Missouri, go to Affordable Avenue Auto, hand him $5,000 plus probably, $680 for tax, tag, and title, and then drive this thing back home. I could have this car. I could own this car on Valentine's Day, and I could be driving home with it on Valentine's Day. I could do that. I'd be financing it myself, charging myself 4%. But since I'm not investing that money, which could be 10%, that's an effective 14% rate. Not bad for a car loan, and I'd be the originator of the car note, so I'd be loaning myself the money. So I could have this car. It's my dream car. I want this car. I'm not going to buy this car. Because if I drop $10,000 on this car, it effectively costs me $80,000. Because that's how much the $10,000 that I would invest instead of buying the car would become. Right? So this car doesn't cost $5,000. It doesn't cost $10,000. It costs $80,000. Over the life of that's just how much money you're losing out by not investing the money, by spending the money instead of investing it, $80,000. Right? So instead, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna get this car. One day when I'm in a more comfortable position and I've saved up money, right, from other areas, I'll get the car. One day.
Millionaire.
No, I wouldn't go.
Hang on a second. I hear pounding.
Definitely goal is not.
All right.
Then what's
Goal-
the
Anywho.
goal?
Well, my biggest goal is to take.
I'll
care
get
of
my car
family.
one day.
I really want to make sure my family's
Well,
taken care of at the end of the day.
He's not taking
six
care
cars
of
in a house you
family.
can't afford.
6
is not
cars is
helping
not
that
taking care of
goal.
family.
For
That's
sure,
it.
but it still helps me every single morning. I wake up, I see what I've done for myself, and it allows
He
me
hasn't
to
done that for himself.
set myself up for the day
He
and know
hasn't-
what I'm working for.
He hasn't
And
done that
What are
for
you working
himself.
for? The family, but that's not what you're doing. You're getting a house you can't afford, and you're stacking you're getting nice clothes, and you're stacking your driveway full of cars. You.
But I gotta feel
What's
good.
your nice car?
You too. I
What's
gotta
your
feel
nicest
good.
car?
My 2019 Chevy Corvette.
He has a divorced dad mobile.
It's a sexy mother, man. I
No,
love
it's
it.
not.
I love it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, this is not a good car. This is not a good car. My source for that is Trust Me, Bro. Okay? But here we go. Let's go to Car Gurus. Car Gurus. Okay. So, used Chevy Corvette. He said 2019, so let's go down to the years. Hey, not on price. Years. 2019. Okay, this is an ugly, unreliable, stupid car to have. Okay? This is a 2019 Chevy Corvette. Yeah, they had lots of different packages. There's, the 1LZ, the 1LT, blah, 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 blah. It does not matter. It is a $60,000 car used. That means he paid way more for it new. This is ugly and useless. Now let's look at this. Okay. 2019 Corvette. Common problems. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's look at KBB. All right, so here we go. The Kelley Blue Book value. First of all, it's a medium risk of major repairs. Okay. Look at all these problems with the wheels and everything. Oh, there's a recall on it. Well, there's at least that. Stop it. Come on, Kelley Blue Book does... Man, they really have changed their website since I look on it. Ooh, there we go. I'll have to abandon Kelley Blue Book. I don't like their site anymore. That's a problem. Let's see what else we got. Oh my goodness. White Automotive. There we go. We'll look at Repair Pal. Ooh. Let's just ask the reliability rating. 2019 Corvette. There we go. Yeah, I misspelled that. New World's Report, 4 out of 5. Automatic transmission? Does it really only have an automatic transmission? I don't know if he has a 6 shift or not. Alright. Stingray's reliable. Fair enough. I guess it's reliable for $60,000 for a 6-year-old used car. I should hope it's reliable. Anyway, just to say, you know how reliable? Like, I could buy 10 of these. I could buy 10 of these with that money. The 60,000. I could buy 10 of these. And then guess who's more reliable? Guess what? My 10 Mustangs are more reliable. You know why? I only need one of them to crank up in the morning. Anywho. You know, hey, maybe he's right. Maybe it's a reliable $60,000 car.
Okay. Well, there's nice cars out there.
He does have 6
listen,
other cars.
The Corvette is the midlife crisis. No one respects vehicles. You're passing it.
No one respects. It's crazy.
No one respects the Corvette.
Yeah. Okay.
No one
All
respects the Corvette. There are... You could get a Porsche. You could get a... I mean, you're not on like Lamborghini level, but there's so many other sports cars that you get outside of a... You got the Dodge Ram. No, you got the Dodge Charger of the sports car world.
You got comparing a Corvette to a Charger
of that world.
Okay, all right. That's a crazy
You
outlandish
have the
statement. But okay, all
divorced
right.
dad midlife crisis mobile. That is it.
Divorced dad? No. The Corvette is 10 times better than a Charger, and I would highly
Charger,
disagree
but I'm saying
about
of
it's a
the
divorced
world.
dad midlife crisis. Everywhere I go, I get asked,
They're comparable
hey, can
cars.
my kid take a picture in your car? And it's absolutely, you
The
absolutely
Corvette
can.
and the Charger are comparable
all the time.
cars.
Are you in
all
the
time.
ghetto of Denver?
No, not in the ghetto of Denver. No, not the ghetto.
Listen, with your Corvette, with your jewelry, shoes, clothes, house, you told Colton that you thought I was going to congratulate you on where you are and that I was going to be proud of you on where you are.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily congratulating at all that I'm looking
Being
for.
proud of you. No,
proud of
that's
me.
what you said, Colton. That's what you told Colton you said I would be.
It wasn't necessarily looking for you to be proud, more or less of, hey, you've done well for yourself.
Love you.
But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna back myself up in these decisions because it's what's got me to where I am today.
No, what I am proud of is the hustle you have. How you've been able to go into sales and do very well for yourself. Someone who came from sales and did well for myself. I love that. That's how I got my first house. That's how I got my way to accumulating $250,000 net worth before I started this YouTube channel. Well above the median, okay? Listen, especially for my age, which was what am I, 30? So, okay, 27's when I did that. So, and that's exciting. I'm excited for that, but you have nothing to show for it, so I can't be proud of that.
A house isn't to show for it?
Potentially. It's a house that, as far as I at least understand, being at the top of my document is likely something you are struggling with, or else it wouldn't be at the top of my document list. That is the reality of how they order things in pre-production. The mortgage is usually the most boring thing in this show. If it is at the top of the stack, that means you're... So, in reality, jewelry, shoes, clothes, cars, a Corvette, and a house that you're struggling with, no, that is not something I would be proud of. I am proud of the hustle and job that you have. I think your mindset around it is broken. Surrounding yourself with all this glitter and gold so that you can feel good and wake up feeling like a millionaire instead of actually getting to the point of being a millionaire. Most people who are successful with money, again, outside of a couple places where it is all flash and glitter, most people, they don't show it. They don't show it.
I'm not looking to show it either. That's not what it's really honestly for myself. For a long time, it was to show it.
Broken.
No,
you're showing it to yourself.
Right, but I would rather, you're calling it a struggle, right, with the house.
Well,
yeah,
yes.
it can be a struggle, but I'd rather be struggling and know that, especially working in a commission job where it's 100%. It's on my back and my shoulders to make sure I make money.
Congratulating that.
Well, no, but I'm not looking for your congratulations. That's not what I'm here
but
for.
I am telling you that's a good thing. You don't have to define that.
Right.
We all respect that.
Right, but see, with having this debt and with having these payments, it gives me something to work for. Like in my mindset, it helps me not to become
You already
complacent.
have the things. You're awarding yourself. I didn't get myself a plaid Tesla until I was...
The Tesla's crazy, and you're shitting on a Corvette, by the way.
Well, yes, it's nicer. It self-drives. It's quicker
Midlife
than
crisis
yours in
dad
every way
fart.
whatsoever. It has technology that will literally do a cross-country road trip without me having to touch it once while I go to sleep, and I can text and watch videos.
I don't know if you should say that on the camera, but
I will, because it is a public update that has come out by the CEO and owner of the company.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay.
Yes,
Fair
it's
enough.
a thing. That's what full self-driving is aiming to be.
Yeah.
So, yes, I am. I'm sorry it doesn't go... It just does everything better than yours in every way whatsoever.
Okay.
Well, statistically, yes.
Statistically, sure.
And just,
on paper.
no maintenance, no
On
nothing.
paper.
It's pretty great. Just got to put windshield wiper fluid in there. That's all I got to do. You got to buy parts.
You gotta buy parts.
Take it to the mechanic. Let the mechanic do the parts.
Yeah,
Order
you
all
have
the
to take
parts.
it to the mechanic, pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, show me your Instagram. If it's not about showing off, let me see what your Instagram looks like. Let us see. Whoa, you are a full iPhone update behind, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm like 2. I don't believe in the iPhone updates. Yeah, no.
Believe in the iPhone updates.
I had a 12 Pro Max that shit out on itself when it didn't update and forced me into this phone. So yeah, so I don't update my
Here's
phone
what
anymore.
we got. Second post. All his nice cars, including his Corvette. I'm not gonna sit here like I love to do the little Tesla thing because it triggers people. I will never sit here and be like, yeah, it's the nicest car in the fucking world. I love it because I love the tech and I love that it goes faster than anything else. But it is not the flash car. It is not the flash car. I would never sit and pose with it. But you're sitting and posing with a Corvette? Like out of all cars. I mean, come on. Even the Jeep you have there is cooler.
That's okay. All right.
Probably not.
I wish
Probably.
you'd post
But
them
at least
on the
it looks
screen.
like something. Your Corvette looks like, oh, I got a small
Post
dick.
them on the screen.
And you're saying you don't do this to to show off to people? And yet, oh my gosh, your notifications
just
are
I
insane. What the
cars.
fuck is wrong with you?
I know. It's unfortunately
Put it
I
on
live by
sleep
that
mode.
damn phone.
Okay, and then you smoking a cigar with the sky. Dude, I put it on do not disturb mode, and yet it's still fucking happening.
It's my
People are in
cameras,
the
man.
yard.
I'm sorry. It's my
No one
cameras.
gives a that people are in the yard. Shut the fuck. Here's another posing with the car. Here's another car with a view. And here's you drinking a Coors Light on the beach with a cigar and
That was actually the
clothes
day COVID outbreak
Here's
happened.
you
on Miami
literally
Beach.
looking out a window at your car, and you do it for yourself and not for others. Sure. Yeah.
Well, no one
Listen,
does
I said-
Instagram
I
for
did this for
themselves
You
and
were a
not for
little gay
others.
twink back in high school, weren't you? Look at this picture. That is a bottom if I've ever seen one,
Oh
ladies
my
and gentlemen.
god.
Oh, come on. Telling me you were not taking
Listen,
dick in
I
the
said
bathroom at that
back when I was growing up, it definitely was for
twink bottom.
the attention from other people.
Can
I
we
was
get
like,
Aaron in here
there's-
real quick? Pause. Let me get Aaron.
I'm doing take. Let me get it.
Aaron, come on in. Come on in. I need a lesbian assessment from this.
Well, this is hard because I'm a lesbian, you're a guy.
Yeah.
So what are we getting to the bottom of? Yeah.
Lesbian score. We're trying to assess his homosexual LGBTality.
Okay.
It's LGBT score. There we go. I think that's good. LGBT score.
Just off the vibes. If you
Oh,
if you if you were a woman, I would say I'd give you like a 6 just off the vibes.
Just off.
Tattoos, rings, cross. You're like overtly trying to say that you're a Christian. It's kind of gay.
Yeah.
Picture? Piercings.
Also, wait, how many? 2 earrings? That's you?
That's me. That's a senior
that's him.
photo.
I don't know. Josh has some of those senior photos. Twink vibes. I don't know. Like, what kind of car do you drive? I always ask this.
I have a couple. I have an F-150 and a Chevy Corvette.
Overcompensating with the F-150. I see.
Okay. I just started with it and eased it into it, you know.
Okay. How many? Do you have any pets?
I do. I have 2 dogs and a cat, and I already know how this is about to go once I show you a picture.
Oh, then show me a picture.
This is gonna raise it.
How is this gonna go?
Nah, I already know how this is gonna go.
Tattoo under his left ear.
Also,
What is that?
the nose piercing, like, gay.
Well, they're roasting him.
These are my 2 dogs.
Oh, they're very cute.
very cute.
Yeah.
How about the cat?
Toy Ozzy and Toy Ozzy Yorkie Poodle.
Okay,
Artemis
gay.
and Guido.
All right, gay.
So
gay,
what's his
gay,
LGBT
gay,
score?
Gay, 10. Gay.
Oh,
Love
well.
it. If you want to see where you stand in the world of LGBT, get your LGBT score at calebhammer.com/LGBT. See where you stand, where you need to be more gay, where you need to be less gay. We'll help you out. Make sure you take that assessment.
I don't think he actually has that assessment. She's
Your
not
entire
dead.
Instagram's all
She
flex.
just
You kinda
left
have
and nobody
little
knows.
Like, look at
Oh,
you with
wow.
your rings and
Photoshop.
shit. It's like you flaunt and you say it's not for others. Okay, let's just assume that. But even
He's
still,
definitely
you flaunt
flaunting.
for yourself. You have nothing to show for what you're doing. I'm glad you have the house, but a house. Can
Let's get into the finances. Come on, get into the finances.
The documents. It never is unless it is bad.
Let's
So-
get into the
Especially in a
finances.
volatile, a very quickly evolving industry. I am concerned that you.
Yeah, you should be
that by the
concerned, 'cause
time that this
he's definitely
part
bad
of the
with
job
money.
might
You know
come
how I
to
bet
an
he's,
end,
I
or
know he's
income
bad with
might
money.
start going
He's
down.
on your
It
show.
won't. I would never allow myself to
That's
get
not
down.
how that works.
It is.
You might have to go to another sales job,
I've
and
been
you might
down,
have to get on board.
I've been down in my life 100 times, and I
You're
always
25,
figured
shut
it
the
out. No, but it's
You're
it's a very real thing.
25.
I've been down in my life
Yes.
100 times,
He's-
and I've
he's-
always figured it out.
Well, yes, and I'm
Always.
saying you
he's
might figure it out, but
25.
you're gonna have nothing to show for what you've done now.
This
The
problem.
grind. You might
How do you
figure it out and
figure?
be able to
How do
pay
you
the
figure?
bills.
How do you figure?
Well, one, you're not a unique individual. None of us are. I'm sorry. Like, it's just like the world
It's your
happens.
opinion.
You don't get to all of a sudden not face consequences for things. Like,
Yeah.
life happens. People get foreclosed on all the time, every day. People, go hungry. Not as much in the United States, but it's like utilities do get turned off in the United States. That is something that happens for sure.
Yeah.
So you cannot suggest that it's just impossible to happen to you. You haven't. Neither of us have lived enough life, if we're being objectively honest, enough to say that it can never happen to us. Okay? Listen, when
I'm
you're.
not saying it won't ever happen, but I
But you
just
can't
Everyone
just
on the
excuse
show is
yourself
just
and
so
say, "I will pick myself up."
argumentative.
My big worry is when something happens, if the industry changes, or who knows what the
Blah, blah,
economy is
blah.
looking like now. I feel like what people are gonna.
Let's speed this up. How do we, where's the speed button? Yeah, right here? Okay. Yeah, playback speed. Let's crank it up. Yeah, let's 1.5 it.
do if we get into a struggling economy, higher
we
unemployment
go.
rate situation. I feel like upgrading someone's phone
Oh,
is the
yeah.
highest priority.
There
Out of
we
things
go.
that are happening in this world. So
Everything's
if that is the case,
faster.
at that point, let's say you go down to 60,000 with a mortgage you're already struggling with 75,000, even 80,000 hours, still doing well. You're gonna have nothing to show for these years of grinding that you did, of which we can celebrate. This
Well, he's
income
gonna
you
have nothing to
achieved,
show.
because You will have
because he's
nothing to
spending
show
all
for
his
it other than some
money
glitter
on
gold.
cars.
But nothing to sustain yourself.
there's been a lot of times where I wasn't supposed
There's
to be what I am
never
today.
been
I
a
got it all
lot
the
of
time growing
times.
up.
He's
I got it
25.
actually from a teacher.
Nothing
It
has
actually
happened
changed
to
my
this
life a little
person
bit.
a lot.
Well, good for you.
And-
What you changed your life into is getting a luxury penthouse at 21.
Well, and
I mean, come on, to show off again. You were showing off on your Instagram.
Well, and
How much
to
did
go
that
in-
cost?
To go into the penthouse.
How much did that cost?
That costed.
Costed?
That it cost me. After everything, I think it was about $2,200 but for myself, and then I had a roommate there as well.
This was a few years ago, too, so that was definitely
This
expensive.
was, when I was 2021.
Listen, well, we know what your inflow is, and it is pretty darn good. What was your outflow, though?
Outflow for
Outflow. Just everything out, including it just going up. Outflow, outflow, outflow. What was your outflow? Spending, outflow.
when I was 21 or
Last
right
month.
now? Okay.
Last
I'm looking
month.
Ooh, I know you don't know because you don't track your spending, you don't know where things go,
Yeah.
but gut, just based on the
Gut.
life you lived.
Probably close to
He's wrong.
$7,000, $8,000, $9,000.
That's interesting. $11,086.47, which is
Ew.
definitely more than you brought in. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let's talk about student
11,000.
loans. I know it's something we all avoid talking about, but if your credit student loans are crushing you, YRefi might be exactly what you need. They don't rely on your credit score alone. They look for borrowers who have the desire and the ability to repay.
$11,000
That is a game changer in a market where most lenders
Hang
only see
on.
interest
Hang
rates
on.
under 6%
Oh, wait, no, this is
guaranteed.
the wrong
That's practically
one.
a unicorn in
There we
student
go.
lending.
Hang
Plus,
on.
they
Oh,
offer
well.
structured payment plans to lower your monthly bill and even a co-signer release
The
program so your mom and dad can step up the hook.
$11,000
YRefi is known for their personal service. No faceless call centers. You get a dedicated rep that actually cares about your progress. They've got a 4.6 star rating on Google, which tells you
Okay.
people genuinely
Plus
like working with them. So if your private
28.
student loans are burying you, it is time to reach out. YRefi wants to help you climb out of debt and push you further in. Check them out at
$11,000
YRefi.com/hammer. That is
that?
YREFY.com/hammer. Or
Yes,
call 888-973-3978.
unreal.
That is 888-973-3978. Break free
That's
from the high interest trap
unreal.
and get your finances under control once and
That's
for all.
unreal.
It's kind of fucking stupid, I'll be honest. But what's not is actually getting a checking account that
This
gives you free money.
means
Free money. We like free money. You can get up to
that
$350
if you're
in bonus
spending
cash right
this
now when you sign up for the
much,
checking account that I use, Chime. Also, it
this
makes your
means
savings
you're
grow
making
at
at least this
3.5
much.
APY interest
I
rates.
assume.
Guys, you can watch
Obviously
financial
not.
audit
He's
and get free money at the same
spending
time.
more
Who would've
than
thought? That's
he
incredible. Check it
makes,
out. Link in the
but
description below.
if
Sign up
you
for
make
Chime.
this
Get that
much,
$350 right now in your checking
then,
account. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
this
about, dude.
number
Listen, how much debt do you have outside
needs
of
to
the mortgage?
be
Mortgage is chunky
this.
as tits. But how much debt do you have outside? of the
Okay.
mortgage debt? 25.
Needs
i.e.
to
really all bad debt, if we're
be
being completely honest.
this, this,
14, so 94, about
Outside of the mortgage.
$100,000.
outside of the
This.
mortgage. Okay.
Almost 100,000.
$102,380.
That
102,000.
What the?
would
You're gonna have
be
nothing but
invest.
negativity, negative to show
Yeah.
for it. If this goes
Okay.
away next year, 2 years from now,
So
you'll have only negative to show for it.
that
Not even like positive.
So I'm actually at a time where I'm currently trying to
Is-
refinance my house. And
Why? Rates aren't great.
they're
way
bad.
A little better
more
than a year and
than
a half ago. Yeah, but they're
this.
not like. I mean, you're at 5.25. What are you trying to do? You're not gonna get better than
Well,
that.
it's not.
This
I'm not going
is-
to get a lower rate.
Then why are you paying to refinance?
I own.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. No, it's not cheap. I own the house with a buddy of mine. And some stuff went on this year between both of us in our lives, and
things
let's
always, and this is what took me. I'm gonna interrupt you as
Yeah.
I do.
$19,600
That's what took me. Something happened this year to him.
more.
Something happened this year to you. Something will happen every single year. That is what happens in this world. That is what happens in this life. And for you earlier to just assume, oh, I'll always figure it out. That's not how this works.
So
That
how
you
much
become
quicker
paralyzed.
do you
don't
get
know
to
what's
a
gonna happen.
million?
Things happen. The governor of Texas had a tree fall on him and he's paralyzed. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it
know about
happens
that.
to everyone. It doesn't matter. No one's special. This world is chaos.
right. But then if something like that were to happen, though, I'm gonna make the best of the situation. That's how
Sure,
I
that's
have
a
to
good
have that
mindset, but
about
you need to be prepared for that
every
situation.
aspect of
You need to be
life.
prepared for that situation.
Yeah.
You're not. Your bad debt outside of your mortgage is $102,000. That's insanity. That's disgusting. That's just chaos. You're beyond not prepared for it.
102,000. But still, let me finish my thought though. So, again, going to refinance this house right now. The bank had let me know that it's best for me to sell my F-150 and
Why the
Corvette.
bank? What do you mean the bank told you?
Well, just so I can qualify for the house on myself. by
Because your
myself.
debt to income's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what they're trying to sell you on it.
We're
refinance,
gonna
no shit, 'cause they
add
wanna make money off of the
another
bank.
Of course. Well, what's
their logic?
$19,600
So, the logic comes down to me getting on the loan by myself.
per
because I
year.
know I've done a couple businesses now where I've partnered with people or I've had business ideas and we try and set up
Whoa.
companies.
Okay, so you have
and,
started
so-
businesses.
Well, yes.
What's your history of starting businesses?
Well, just it wasn't full on.
Come on, tell me.
Car rentals.
What the Turo?
Yeah.
But your own?
No, not. It was through Turo. It was through Turo. That was
Did
actually
you buy these 6 cars for Turo?
the Corvette. Yes,
And who would want to rent that other than a freshly divorced dad?
It's funny you say that. There was a couple of divorced dads I believe that did rent it out
Yes.
too.
That's
Uh,
what a
Okay,
Corvette is.
so-
It's not even a
but
joke.
No.
So
I
that's
in my mind I wanted to.
16
I get
years?
these moments where I want
Okay,
I get
18
stuck in my own
plus
head. I call it my tism. It's a long,
16
Everyone has
family
to
joke.
do
is
it.
equal
Tism.
to
I
Oh,
understand,
yeah,
but it
haha.
actually
a
means-
34.
it's
You'll be a
but
millionaire at
where I
34.
get fixated on buying something and I go do it. And so I
I
got
do
fixated
too,
on
but
Corvette.
it's coping mechanisms beyond that.
Right.
If this is a family joke, everyone knows it's a reality, then you have to sit there and say,
Ridiculous.
hey, okay, I know this, so I need to challenge this thought. I need to develop some coping mechanisms so that every time I feel this passion, this hobby, the whatever it is we're getting into, I don't immediately jump on it. Because I have this issue too. It is very much a part of my personality.
Yeah.
But I recognize it, so when I jump into the next thing, I don't always do it. You know, I want to buy a new house every 5 seconds of my life. I can never stay anywhere. I want to do things. I have to stop. I have to stop and tell myself, no, you dumb bitch, stop.
If he's
And I develop coping
spending
mechanisms and get into some hobbies.
150,000 a
this is
year,
kinda what I
he
was looking
could
for, right? It's just like,
be
no, I'm
a
learning how to
millionaire
deal
by the
with it
time he's
myself, you know,
34.
but over
You know
these
how
mechanisms. Well, so here's
just
the deal, right? So
Which I can appreciate, but I'm sorry,
unreasonable
you and
it
your family have a
is
long
for
running
people
joke,
to be a
meaning
millionaire
you
by the
have
time
known this
they're
forever, just like you've known you don't know how to track your spending, where your money's going forever.
crazy.
So at that point, that's where you have actively decided not to sit down, not to address anything ever.
Yeah.
You didn't need me for that. This has been years going on, and you've done nothing.
See, and that's the thing where it's like I'm always looking for something to hold myself accountable, right? To hold myself accountable. To
No,
be
he's
better in certain
not.
areas
You
of life.
haven't for years,
And-
so that's
No,
bullshit.
he's not. He's never.
I'm sorry, that is bullshit.
He's
I can't let you
never
say that because that is
holding
good talk.
himself
That is good
down.
talk. You were saying a reasonable answer to that. Good, it makes you look good on the camera. But that's bullshit. It's been 6 years.
I'm not looking for validation from the camera at all.
Except you
It's-
absolutely are. I know how this
I'm
works.
not.
I've only done
I'm
4
not,
of
though.
these
That's the
every
thing.
single week
That's
for
fine.
3.5
I'm
years.
glad
I've
you
only
see it.
ever
I
done
exactly
4
what
of
it
these
is.
every
That's
single
not
week
what
for
this is
3.5
about.
years.
Listen, so at the end of the day,
The
right?
reality is, this has been multiple years of you not knowing where your money is going. So you want accountability? No, you don't. You've done nothing for accountability in the last few years. If you have actively tried to be accountable, then I could sit here and agree with what you're saying, but there is no indication of that in your history whatsoever. There isn't, so I can't just accept it. I can't allow you to say that good work. So I can't.
You can call it what you want. But
I
it's-
am
it's-
de-
you
I
can
d-
call
I
it what
wanna
you
move
want,
over
but at the end of
here.
the day, I'm doing
Oh,
what
wait,
helps
no,
me
no,
push myself to
no.
continue to do what I'm doing and go to these next levels.
What? Buy Corvettes, buy cars.
I just want to
Buy
let you
bling,
know,
buy all the
I'm
bullshit.
The
I'm on
Corvette,
this
what I was
side.
getting into was
I
I bought the
agree
Corvette.
with
I thought to
I
myself, before
agree
I
with
did, I didn't
him.
just go out blatantly and be like, oh, I'm getting a Corvette. I want a Corvette. No, I thought to myself, how can I make this make sense in my situation? How can I understand how to
You
make money
can't
from
make
this?
this
So
make
on and so
sense.
forth.
Colton is
in your
correcting you because you had a
situation.
multi-hour long conversation with it. He said you were going to buy the Corvette regardless. You
Yeah.
used the Turo as a cope to allow yourself to do it.
And it was. I mean, it was
And
a
that's
cope,
it.
but it
So-
was also
so
to
don't
make money with the
bullshit me on
situation.
camera.
It was no, it's not bullshitting you. It was to make money.
You were going to
because
get the
it went
Corvette
to-
regardless.
It
It
was-
follows
it went
what you've done your entire
It
life.
wouldn't have. It wouldn't have though, because I wasn't going to do it. Look at me now. I'm trying to.
Colton is
I'm
saying through your
currently trying to
conversation-
sell the Corvette right now to get rid of
That
the
doesn't
bad
stop
debt.
what you did when you got it.
Right, because I was using it as an outlet to make more money for my portfolio, in which it
Make
actually, and in which it
more
actually
money.
in general my
You were
financial
not
portfolio, right, and trying to
using
grow
a
something for
car
myself
like a
outside of what I do on my
Corvette to
day-to-day
make
job and my
more
day-to-day
money
business,
as a
right? So
portfolio.
for me,
No,
it kind of
it's
came
not.
down to how can I justify buying this Corvette and still make some money with it too and grow into something
And what
because I
have
do
your
like
profits
cars
been?
and I wanted to get into that.
And what have your profits been?
Profit, well, and I stopped doing it about 5-6 months ago. I had a bad situation, a bad scenario, and
Where you gave random people your car?
yeah, in hindsight, or reality is what you want to call it. Yeah, and so I stopped doing it. But I would say, man, I mean, from what I'm paying monthly on that Corvette, 3 trips paid for the monthly payment, 4 trips paid
One
with the
time until
insurance.
the bad thing.
Until the bad thing, which is fair, but that's
So
why I'm
what
not
are
in
we
it
talking
anymore, and that's why I'm not in it. I'm
Yeah,
not.
now
I'm
you have
not
nothing to
anymore.
cover the payment. Yeah, so the entire
Nothing to
cope.
cover the payment, but other than what I'm doing daily, and it's
The
pushed me to
entire
make. I mean,
cope.
this year alone, I took 2 months off. Call it all you want.
I said good.
Oh.
Because the reality is, the Turo is what you used as a cope to justify getting something you were going to get regardless, and then you did it. You're not able to do the Turo, so your cope that you used to get it isn't even valid anymore.
I didn't just blindly go out and be like, oh,
Crazy.
I'm gonna get a Corvette because I want a
Crazy.
Corvette to look good and feel good.
No,
Granted,
he
was that
did.
Came
He
with it?
did.
Yeah,
But that
that's
is
what
what
he
you
did.
set up this entire conversation with, is why and how you do things. Even if not looking good for others, because you say you don't do that, at least for yourself, you do.
No, I do make. I
So what the f are you talking about?
excuse
That
me.
wasn't the reason.
again trying to expand myself. Also, it was kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Oh, my
Getting what I
goodness.
wanted, and getting a sports car, and as well trying to grow myself and do my own thing in a business, and which it went well for a little bit.
What's a little bit?
A little bit was like 4 or 5, 6 months. 4, 5,
Like,
6
what
months.
are we talking about then? Like, you business. What other business have you tried to start outside of Turo?
And it
Your
was just smaller-
portfolio.
it was just smaller stuff.
What?
It was smaller stuff.
What? I need to know. I need to know
Well, I
your
wanted
life, your brain.
with my house. It was supposed to go into more of a real estate aspect, and we're looking at
It is a
renting
real
it out.
estate aspect.
Well, like growing it into a real estate company and
Company?
making rentals and going into rentals over time. But starting with the house,
Oh,
we did
this
it
first
for
time with the house, you
person
likely could not afford.
wants.
it was affording.
I
us
wanna,
just fine.
I wanna,
Was
I
there
wanna
a
see
duplex
him
where
go
your
into
house
the
had
debt.
No.
Come
What
on.
was the story?
Come
I'm
on,
trying
he's
to-
taking
I'm
forever.
wanting to
Show me
basement,
the
looking at
actual
basement as a
debt.
studio apartment, private entrance through the side.
Okay,
you know, do
obviously,
all that.
as you are a guest on the show and you have no idea what the f you're doing, as someone who's been very successful in real estate, I'm exiting my portfolio now because real estate just doesn't do as well compared to the market. Every year and year we go on. But yeah, regardless, I'll put you through our Master Your Money program. You got the debt class, you got the budget class, you got the investing class, and more important for you, we got the real estate class.
You
Okay?
shouldn't
Work with
be
professionals to create those. You
in
get them forever. You guys can go to calebhammer.com to check it out.
Real
Join the
estate
community. Let's keep improving
unless
our lives on a daily basis, but you get it for
you
free. You don't
know
what
how
you're
to
doing. Try
do
build a real estate
actual
company so you get a house you can't
improvements and
afford,
maintenance to
$600,000 house, right?
property.
house hack it over time.
Kind of.
I mean, over time, you know, I'm living in it right now. I have a
And let me
tenant
tell
in
you,
it
this
now.
guy
And how much is he paying towards the rent?
cannot do the
$1,500.
actual
And is he
maintenance.
actually paying his rent right now?
Yeah, yes. I've had tenants.
I'm the
I've had
type of
3
person that
other tenants
I
in
know
there for
how
a year
to
and a half
do
that own
the
house.
actual
I won-
maintenance and
I
upkeep
won
and
on it. That was a little
improvements,
rough,
you
and
know,
helped him out over
doing
time and
construction
kind of
and
left during the 1-year
sheetrock
lease
and all
and
that.
went on his
I
way.
could
never
do
talked bad about someone.
electrical
Yourself an entrepreneur.
repairs.
I do.
Not a
I
licensed
do. And I'm
electrician,
figuring out what it is
obviously,
and
so
where
you
I'm
need
trying
a
to go to
licensed
build myself
electrician to
and
that
build
sort of
what
stuff.
I enjoy.
But
now you seem to be going
guess
down every
what?
little,
I know
TikTok side
enough
hustle,
about
house
all
hack
of
bullshit
that
thing.
stuff
No,
to
no,
know
no,
that
no.
I don't
Instagram,
want
all
to
that stuff,
do
whatever
it.
those shorts creators are, the short form content creators are, who do the here's how I got rich and I did all this doing this with the Turo bullshit. I'm surprised you haven't gone gone into meme coins or anything yet, have you?
$587,000.
It wasn't meme coins.
See?
It wasn't.
Have
It
you done power
wasn't.
washing yet?
No.
And
Have you done car detailing yet?
$905.
You will.
No, I disagree.
People like you
I
that
disagree.
do all this
I disagree.
end up doing it.
I disagree.
Well,
I very much
I hope
disagree.
so.
No,
Especially
I
if
know a
you're
lot of
predictable as
people
it
in
gets.
car
I know people
detailing.
like you.
predictable is okay.
Big guy, I called out the meme coin immediately.
It wasn't necessarily a meme coin though. It was AMC. It was AMC and GameStop.
You
back
day
in the-
traded, okay.
Yeah.
Day traded swing
Oh,
traded meme stock.
okay. Meme
yeah,
stocks.
Yeah, meme stock. Well,
Yes, you're get rich quick, looking for a shortcut, and following the influencers that honestly have no idea what they're talking
but
about.
I don't.
There
I don't
are
follow
successful
influencers is the
proven
thing.
paths.
I don't follow influencers.
So where are
is
you
the thing.
getting this from?
It's just over time accumulated, and it's honestly
But
personal
especially with
connections.
Turo and stuff, like what the fuck are you doing?
That straight up was me a full day at work. Just again, I did get fixated on buying a Corvette. It was me trying to figure out how to make it make sense paying the monthly payment on a Corvette.
You're investigating cope
And
strategy.
it just kind of clicked. I was like, oh shit, I can rent this thing out.
How much did you put into AMC?
Was about $14,000 total in I think it was 2021.
Did you walk away
14,000.
with?
Oh shit! Oh, I'm still holding on to it to this day.
What is valued?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Why'd
dude,
you
they
take
did
a
so
little
many
peek?
different stock
Why'd you
splits.
take a little peek?
AMC?
Splits and
Take a little peek. Your portfolio should be able to tell you.
No,
what
no,
your
no,
position
no,
is.
no. If he put into
they did so many different
AMC,
splits over the time. There was actually a day.
Does he have
when it blew
zero?
up, and I was at work, and I had two of my coworkers with me, and I had it pulled up on my work desktop.
oh my
They told me.
goodness.
They said
He put it in
because
AMC.
my account had
What's the value
hit
now?
like $82,000.
Life, you're investing.
I know, I know,
You
I know,
sell, you
I
put it
know.
into the index
I
of
know,
the market.
I
That
know.
shit grows the rest of your
AMC
life.
is $1.39
This is
today.
this is what I'm looking at right
I
now.
guarantee you, this man bought at $592 a share.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Get, what's it valued at right now? I want to make sure I understand.
$2.29.
No, your entire.
No, it's
position.
My entire
149.
position- My position equity right now is $373.
$373.
$373. My open since opening is at negative 14,187.
Wait. We gotta pause this. We gotta pause this. I gotta take you guys to this. Okay, I gotta show you guys what they're looking at. Where's okay? Oh, because it's here. Okay, so we'll just go to Market Watch. Okay. So this moron. Okay. This absolute moron. It's this bad. Sorry. I just have I have that on lock. Yeah. AMC, $1.49. Yeah, we're gonna go all time. Thank you. Okay, so we gotta go here. What did he say he bought it at?
On like, oh, it's gonna keep going up. It's gonna keep going up.
And
It's
your
gonna keep going
family
up.
makes fun of me.
I know.
Nothing to hold you.
And I had two of my coworkers with me, and I had it pulled up on my work desktop.
No.
And, is at negative 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. They did so many different splits over the time.
Come on.
$1,000 total, and I think it was 2021.
How much did you walk away with?
2021. He said he bought in 2021. 20. Okay, look. This is 2020. Guys, this is 2020. Watch. 2021. Okay? So 2021, depending on where he bought in 2021, it could have been any of these numbers. But I guarantee you. Okay. Oh my goodness. I wonder what he bought at. Do you think he bought it like 300? Does he say? Does he say what he bought at?
Oh shit! Oh, I'm still holding on to it to this day.
What is valued?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Why'd
dude,
you
they
take
did
a
so
little
many
peek?
different stock
Why'd you
splits.
take a little peek?
They did so many different splits, and
Take a little peek. Your portfolio should be able to tell you what your position is.
yeah, they did so many different splits over the time. There was actually a day when it blew up, and I was at work, and I had two of my coworkers with me, and I had it pulled up on my work desktop, and they told me, they said. So,
Wait, we can
because
find
my
out how many
account
shares
is
he
like
had.
80, 81, $82,000.
Life, you're investing.
I know.
$82,000.
That shit grows for the rest of your life.
$82,000.
This is what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. What's it valued at right now? I want to make sure I understand.
$2.29.
$2.29. Okay, so it's valued at $2.29 right now. Right?
No, your entire position.
Oh, my entire position. My position equity right now is 373.
373. Okay, 373 divided by 229. That means he bought 163 shares. 163 shares. Okay? So, what did he say?
This is what I'm looking at right now. They told me. They said
100.
sell because my account had
Sell
hit
it out.
like 80, 81, 82 $1,000.
Life you're investing.
Wait. 162 shares.
$1,000 total in, I think it was 2021.
Okay, so
Influencers.
So where are you
thing.
getting this from?
It's just over time accumulated, and it's honestly it's
What
personal
especially with
connections.
Turo and stuff? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
That straight
so
up was
so
me.
100.
$1,000.
Life you're investing.
They told me. They said.
Okay.
They did so many different splits over the time.
Like-
there was actually a day when it blew up, and I was at work, and I had two of my coworkers with me, and I had it pulled up on my work desktop, and they told me. They said, sell because my account had
Sell
hit
it out.
like 80, 81, $82,000.
$82,000. Clear 60. What is just what? 162. Right, 82,000 divided by 162. 506. Okay, so that was the day. That was the day for AMD. Must have been, right? Head. I can't actually see that. He hit right there. He bought in at, so if it was 82,000 at 560, he's got 162 shares, and he bought in for 14,000. 14,000 divided by 162. He bought right here. He bought right as it was rising. It hit, and then it crashed out. He's an absolute moron. Oh my goodness.
I know.
You put it into the index of the market, and that shit grows for the rest of your life.
This is what I'm looking at right now.
$300. He turned $14,000 into $300.
Yeah.
Hold on, okay, hold on.
He turned $14,000 into $300 in 6 years.
$2.29.
No, your entire position.
Oh, my entire position. My position equity right now is $373. My net liquid is $373.
400. Call it 400.
My open since opening is at negative 14,187.
For what are we doing?
I got so fixated on like, oh, it's gonna keep going up. It's gonna keep going up.
And
It's gonna keep
your
going
family
up.
makes fun of it, and you've done nothing to hold yourself accountable. So I don't want to hear accountability. You looking for accountability?
This
You've never
is-
taken accountability for anything in your life.
But it turned out, yes,
We all
I'm
know
sitting here
people like you in our
still
lives, and I just want to let you know this. And I'm calling this as I see it. And I hope this is a wake-up call. But every single person, as far as I know, in the United States, likely knows someone just like you in their life who does the meme stock, who does the Turo, who does the house hack, who does all this bullshit. And house hacking can be a good strategy. We teach you in the real estate class. But you went into something way beyond what you can afford. You don't know how to be a landlord yet. We teach that as well. But regardless, everyone knows someone like you. None of them end up being successful. None of them. What you are doing right now is not a proven track of success. You are trying to get rich quick. You are trying to move fast. But you're not moving fast and breaking shit Silicon Valley style. You're not. You're
No.
trying to get rich quick, and you're breaking your own life. And you have nothing to show for anything you've done.
Breaking my own life is a crazy statement, though. I'm not. My
No,
life isn't
he
broken
is.
right now. I'm living a very good
No,
life,
it's
making
very
good money,
broken.
making
He's
great money,
not living a
and
very
but
good
it's pushing me
life.
to
Yes,
be
but
better.
the money is being shown. You have nothing to show for it, other than a divorced dadmobile.
Divorced dad
People
mobile.
think you're showing up.
That's-
No, when you are driving down the street, people think you're showing up to a student-teacher conference, and you walk in with shame, and a wife that won't look at you in the eyes. Type in your address. An ex-wife, you show up, you try to look her in the eye, she won't look at you, and your entire hope that entire day is that she might at some point give you a hand job when she feels sad. She never will.
It's a good thing I'm still single. I'm not.
We're shocked.
We're shocked.
Okay, well, let's get into the house.
Wait,
Here,
no.
let's just jump into the house.
He's got a
First,
Corvette and he's still
what do you think?
single? This man
Your
has
financial
no
scores, your chance of
game.
being the worst time being the best.
That's
No
normal.
game whatsoever.
Yes. Everything together. Tits.
A 7.
Moron. Accountability.
Everyone
If you wanna
says
see where you stand in the world of
7.
finance, take the
Why
assessment
does
at the Hammer
everyone
Conference. It's free, takes a
say
few minutes, asks a detailed question, you can see
7?
where you need to improve, how to improve,
These
and where you're
people
already
are
doing great. Get
idiots.
your Hammer
Okay,
Financial
we're
Score,
gonna
Hammer Account.
actually
And if
go
you do
through
not
the
want to be
debt.
like a guest who ends up
We're
on
gonna
the show,
actually
you
go
take
through
a
the
lot
debt.
more than just this.
Let's
Those
get
guys,
the
regardless.
let's
Download
get
the
it out.
Dollar-Wise budgeting app. New features being added every single month. It powers this show. It is incredible. Tens of thousands of active users. For
Okay.
a reason, changing their lives. You can be one. So just take the free trial. See if you like it. Dollar-Wise
Here we
app.
go.
Link in the description
Here we
below.
go.
You can
Let's
also
move
sign up for the
me.
annual version if you end up liking it. Saves you a ton of money. And only for the next month, by the time this is being uploaded and then it's gone forever, you will get my signed budget-friendly cookbook
Okay.
mailed directly to you. Going away forever at the end of February. So get
What's
it
the
now.
debt?
Okay, I have the house here. So let's start with this guy. Yo, $587,904.75 with a minimum monthly payment. Should I?
Yep.
Face.
Every single month I make the same noise. Yep.
$4,406.41. Yeah, an investing genius. So if you're 7,000, that comes in. Last month was a good month because a little more came in than that.
Okay. What
I'm asking.
well, last month was a good month.
But you say it averages to 7.
After tax, I'd say
That's
taking about 7, 8. Yeah, right in that range.
7 or 8?
Say-
What? I need to know.
Well, okay, so let me do some math in my head. If I'm putting in anywhere
What's
from
his rate?
11 to 15 a month.
Did
after
we
tax,
see his rate?
33%. Yeah.
Hang on. Did we see his rate?
We can call it 8.
Okay, we can go from 7 to 8. That helps a little, but even still, with that 8, this mortgage alone is 55%. Good income, dude. What are we doing?
Did we see
What are
his
we
rate?
doing, dude?
After tax, I'd say.
Yeah, tens of thousands of active users for a reason, changing their lives. You can be one. So just take the free trial. See if
We
you like it.
just-
Dollar-Wise
we
app. Link in
just
the
gotta-
description below.
we-
You can also sign up for the
we
annual
just
version if you
gotta
end up
see
liking it.
his
Saves you a
rate.
ton of money. And only for the next month, by the time this is being uploaded and then it's gone forever, you will get my signed budget-friendly cookbook mailed directly to you. Going away forever at the end of February. So get it now. Okay, I have the house here. So let's start with this guy. Yo,
Does it have his rate?
87,000.
Oh, 5.25. Okay, not too bad.
Should I?
Yep.
Face.
Every single month
Not
I make
too
the
bad.
same noise. Yep.
I mean,
4,406.41
5.25 is
Yeah,
fine.
investing
We can
genius. So
we
if
can
you're
deal with
7,000,
that. We can
last
beat
month
the
was a good
market
month,
on
just a
that.
little more came
We
in
can
than
beat the
that.
market on that. We
Wait,
can
I'm
hold the
asking.
house. It's
Last
probably
month was a
not
good
worth
month.
that,
But you say it
but
averages to 7.
if it's
After tax,
residents
I'd
and we're raising
say
a
about-
family,
yes,
then we
7,
can
7, 8, yeah.
say
Right,
that
seven or
it's
eight, seven or eight.
inheritance you
Okay,
leave to
so
someone.
let me do
He's
some
not
math in
raising a
from anywhere
family,
from
but
11 to 15 a month. after
it's
tax,
an asset
33%.
and
Yeah.
it's
We
not
can call it 8.
Okay, we
bad
can go from
debt.
7 to 8. That helps a little, but even still,
We're
even
fine.
still, with that 8, this mortgage alone is 55%.
This is fine.
What are we doing? What are we doing, dude? Not even including the other $102,000 of debt, which also have their own minimum monthly payments.
Do you want me to include?
Is going on?
Do you want me to include in that as well? The rent coming in from the tenant. as
That
well?
is helpful. Rent that's coming in
So
now. How
15
long has that been coming in?
Since I got the house.
Yeah, but
so
you've gone
the
through
one I have
3
right now.
others?
Yeah, and I've had the house for about a year and a half.
So 1,500.
Yeah.
Is extra, and it comes in reliably every single month. He has never missed.
No, it's not.
He has never missed. Now these other roommates, what have you dealt with?
They came in fine. I had one who I'd lived with before the house. He just fine. Came in late, but always paid it, which I never. For me, I avoid conflict. I'm not big on conflict, especially living in the same house. I don't want.
Okay,
awkward
he's
tensions
got
I've had, situations
roommates
with
that are
roommates over the years where
paying
I
part of
hate
the mortgage.
the,
That's
the
good.
awkwardness of coming home, seeing someone on the couch, whatever. Right?
5.25.
I had one tenant who I helped out move out to Colorado. Gave him a couple months free of rent, and it worked out where he was trying to run a business out of my garage. Didn't work out as well. I
Yeah,
had
of
people
course.
walking into my backyard that I saw through the camera, a guy showing up late at night knocking on my door, asking for him. And
Okay.
yeah, so I put it to a, hey, this is done.
Well,
No more at my place.
Let me
of
just say,
peace.
house hacking so far not doing so well because you are not even covering close to the majority of your mortgage. Let alone utilities and all that shit as well. You're only covering 34% of your minimum monthly payment.
Yeah.
Not including utilities or anything. Now, I understand the house has only been existing since the end of 2023 when it was completed being built, and it was listed for 6, 7. Want to know a dirty little secret? And no, I'm not starting an only. You're not broke because you suck with money. You just can't see where it's going. If your bank account is empty at the end of every month, that is not bad luck. That is bad tracking. And it's exactly why I use Dollar-Wise. It shows you exactly where your money's going every single month. Spending, subscriptions, and savings all in one simple dashboard. Everything you need and nothing you don't. And when you download Dollar-Wise today, you'll get 6 to try for free, plus 3 months for just $9.99. So you can finally take control and see what your
you know
money's
what?
been doing behind your back.
I'll do this.
Click below to get started.
I'll do this since he's doing his ad for his budgeting app.
Starbucks is full.
This is the budgeting app that I recommend. Ad over.
Oh, and a waste of money, and you already know that by making your coffee at home and investing the rest. So now you need to do that with your
I'll be
energy
right
drink
back.
as well. Make Gamer Subs at home for just 40 cents a serving. And honestly, it literally tastes better. And we proved this accidentally via a blind taste test in our Hammer Elite show, Fat and Fatter.
The #1 ranked energy drink is Gamer Subs.
Literally, the cherry flavor is insane.
Listen, you can also get free samples to see if you like it, or 10% off your order at gamersubs.gg, or click that link in the description below. Type in code Caleb. You bought it for
611, I believe it was.
612.
612.
612, and you owe currently 587, and it is currently valued at 575. Your real estate empire is collapsing. So you put first-time home buyer percentage down, so not that much, but even still, you have a negative equity position of $10,000.
Yeah, but I've also done.
And it's
I've
only
also-
gone down in value since it's been built, by
I'll
the
say
way.
this: I've done a lot of
Where are
upgrades
you?
to the home as well. I've done upgrades to the homes,
that's probably not
hardwood
great.
upstairs.
That's probably not great.
How's that not great?
Because it's a brand new house already. Listen, oftentimes
Right,
these days,
but-
what is more valued in the purchase of places like Denver is usually just the lot itself.
Which I do-
Unless what
I
you're
do
doing
have-
is dramatically increasing.
if not
but
the
I
biggest
have the
lot,
pictures.
if not the biggest lot, one of the biggest lots of the homes
Yes, of
from my
which,
builder.
all that
And-
together valued
Right.
575,000.
If you look there, the show home just got sold for $850, which is the same layout as mine. So once an appraiser is coming in the next month or so,
Yeah,
I do
that's
expect that
calculated
to come
into
in.
this shit.
Yeah, but Zillow and Redfin, they
Not
come in
perfect,
a
but
lot.
it is
They're
better.
not perfect.
But it is better
you
than it
know,
has been.
My mother was a realtor for the longest time, and same thing. She's always told me Zillow always comes in lower, and so I'm not.
You
too
know what I say
concerned
to
with
that?
10,000. So
You know what I
let's
say to
after
that?
all the
You know what I
upgrades-
say to that? You know what I say to that? Everyone and their mom has tried to be a realtor in this country. 50% of
My mom's
realtors.
very
50%
successful.
of
All right,
realtors never even make
guys.
sales, so I don't really
I
know.
actually
My mom's very
have
successful for
to
15, 20 years doing it. So
Well,
I'll
so
go
I bought a house that has
cook
the upgrades
dinner.
and interior and finishes of a 2012 house.
So hang on. We'll do this. We'll be right back. We'll do this. Oh, this. Okay. Bye. Oh my goodness. Okay, things had to happen. It's fine. We're back. I've got food.
Where's that information come from?
Me looking at the pictures.
I'm confused. Are you looking at like basic pictures?
Of the house?
I believe the pictures on Zillow are showing the show. Or the show house. Yeah, correct. That's the show house.
So you have different finishes.
Yeah, I do. I have white
I
marble
certainly hope
countertops.
so.
I have white marble countertops. There are multiple different, and actually, yeah, no, it is different than that. But
I hope so.
it is.
Of course you did.
It is. And I will say,
And also, you're very excited about that that purchase, but just the houses listed in your area, all of them are under the value of your house except for one. So
Which is
all the
not
other
true.
comps that they're going to compare with, not just one doesn't win everything.
Yeah.
Also, you're on the dramatically far edge of Denver anyway, so rental market I'm sure is not even the best. We've seen how you haven't filled it and you're only covering 30% of your
I'm
rent.
not actively trying to fill it either. I'm not.
So you
I'm
bought this
currently
with a
right
friend,
now.
right?
I did.
What happened?
We were doing the car rental stuff. It was supposed to be together.
Say car rentals together?
Well, yeah. We were doing, we were trying to do a lot of this stuff together because we kind of thought that, hey, if we put both of our incomes together, we were working together at the same company, and we're going to qualify for a lot more. We're going to be able to get a better loan for our business and all sorts of stuff. So we were doing a lot together, and life just happened, and we kind of went our separate ways. And he's letting me have the house.
You cheated on who?
It wasn't cheating on nobody.
Now you're very defensive.
I'm not. I don't think I'm defending that.
It's usually the ones that are defensive about gayness that end up being very
I don't think
gay.
I'm being very defensive at all. I'm not gay.
Yeah, he smells it.
Oh, okay. Is it the Versace or the Versace cologne? Is that you're smelling, Colton? Is that it?
See, he has to jerk himself off. You see
No,
this, guys? Public masturbation this
I
year.
also sold colognes and perfumes for like 4 years, and so that was for me. I gotta smell good. That's just it's
Smell good. You smell strong. I wouldn't say smell good.
strong. Like what kind?
Like I
good
walked in
presence,
this
right?
room and I could tell you were here, which is unfortunate because sometimes I just like to breathe air that smells like air.
I had to spritz it before getting on. I didn't bring a check bag out here.
Yeah, that
So I
helps.
just spritz it on,
That
you
helps
know?
financial audit get better. Don't allow me to breathe.
I like to smell good. That's all it is.
No, you smell strong.
Okay. I'll
That's
take
it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay. So you and your buddy went separate ways, but he's still on his house. Isn't that what you're trying to say towards the beginning?
Yeah. No, he's still
what
on
are we doing?
He's still on the house. He's
Is
still on
he
the
helping
house.
pay the mortgage?
He was. He was
until-
until April, about April time.
And then what? Because
And
this is
then
chunky.
life happened, man. Like I had some stuff happen with my family. He had some stuff happen with his personal life, and we just kind of went our separate ways for a little bit. And we're totally fine now. We're great. We're awesome.
Well,
Still
why
on
doesn't he
talking
contribute to
terms.
the damn mortgage then if his
He
name
ju-
is on it?
You know, he wants to go a different route. He doesn't
Okay,
want to
fine.
be
If
a
you
part
refinance
of.
this, you get nothing. Well, first of all, how are you refinancing a loan? How are you refinancing a house that is likely under market, under the value of the mortgage you currently have?
And again, I haven't done any of the appraisal yet. I haven't gone through the full refinance.
Which is sometimes rolling
and,
dice.
And it can be, but I'm also doing the upgrades to my house to help that right now. Like I just
This
did
is
a
really
epoxy
good
floor for my
salmon.
garage. You know,
Why
I've
do you
done-
think that is going to carry in the appraisal?
if anything, I'm just hoping it helps, right?
Sure,
and
but
it
you're
also
spending money you do not have, and who knows if that's even going to recoup the cost? This is what you've done since forever. You put money everywhere and never recoup any investment. Why can't you just do a standard normal investing, dude? What is wrong with you?
I'm
trying to
I'm
outsmart-
unorthodox. I'm unorthodox,
No,
man. I don't like fitting molds, man.
but
I
you know
never-
what? The molds have made
my
money.
whole life I was molded to
A
be a
normal
drug addict
investment.
or in jail,
Yes,
man.
you
Like
look
going
like
through
it.
it. That's fine. I look
$20
like it, that's
a
cool,
day.
But, going through high school, I was told that by a teacher. He pulled me aside and let me know I know kids like you. Sure. You
I
can
don't
call
give
it.
a- I'm talking about your investing right now. This means nothing.
$20 a
Me
day.
not fitting molds, man. And that's why you can. It's
Look at this.
unorthodox.
You're 25 now. I don't give a.
$20.
I'm talking about your investing right now.
$20 a day.
Yes, you look like a heroin addict. We don't need to talk about it. The reality is, I don't give a what a high school teacher said. You're unorthodox investing. You know what? The orthodox, the traditional, the mold, they're all rich. They're teachers. They're plumbers. They're millionaires. They became successful because they follow simple strategies that have been proven to work. You try all this extra shit and you're broken. You have nothing to show for it other than a house that is valued $10,000 under what you all want it. So I don't want to hear it. You can't jerk yourself off about your unorthodox bullshit. You. Other people that follow the mold,
It's
they
not-
make it.
it's not-
You don't.
It's not. I'm not broke. I'm not broke. I'm rich in mind, spirit.
Okay.
And, hey, listen. I'm rich in mind and spirit. In my
You're rich.
in my faith, and you get and rich in the tism, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, sure, we'll take that too. But at the end of the day, that's fine. Yes, and
How much
I,
does
I do
this
need to find a mold. I
epoxy
do need
cost?
to find a successful mold that I can put myself into. But at the same day,
Speaking
I don't
of
like
mold-
following. I don't like following. I was never good with school. I don't like following traditional molds
I'm not
and
good with
traditional
school
things.
either.
Where you know I want to make.
Oh,
my
that
own
was good
day.
salmon.
I grew up with
Oh.
6 older siblings, very young from all of them. I got to see anything and everything. I grew up very young, and so breaking the mold for me is what feels like I need to do.
Oh, you done? Okay, I don't give a you're breaking the mold. Again, that makes no sense. There are proven investment strategies that people have done time and time again. Anyone who tries to beat the market, anyone who tries to beat the investment strategies, those are who fail. That's why I said everyone in their life knows people like you that try to do these shortcuts. It will not be successful. It is a very small percentage that becomes successful. You're essentially gambling other than not guaranteed success, but what with the money you have made these past few years, if you were setting aside 30-40% to invest in, I'm glad you got a house this first time home buyer and you're underwater now anyway, but regardless, if you were just putting in the especially since you started making money, was during the market downturn, most likely a year before that, you would have made tens of thousands of dollars in that market rebound.
That was part of the penthouse.
Yeah, dumb.
I was actually
Speaking of molding, okay, so you did your garage, the floor.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told you did that yesterday.
Yeah.
How much
All
did this
right.
cost?
$6,600.
What the? And you?
$6,600. Yeah.
And again, that is something, honestly, you're using it as a cope that you hope it values your house more. But you, the car guy, you just want an epoxy garage. Come on.
But it also helps the value. And I know it does.
Dude,
It's
you
not-
giving back to your family is your backup plan being your brother co-signing on your refinance.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Dude, what are you
Because
talking
we
about?
help each other out. That's,
Help each
and that's
other
what
out.
families
You're
should
putting them
do.
into a failed position with
It's
someone who
not
can't manage
failed.
their.
It's not failed. It's a
you
brand
haven't
new
done
neighborhood,
one
and it's
thing.
an up-and-coming area of
Up-and-coming.
Denver.
But
It
that-
is.
that
It's-
company's
it's
gonna be real
building.
far
It's
away.
Real far. Okay.
Dude, it is the literal furthest outskirt of Denver that you can get.
Right.
You're
Right.
waiting a while.
That's fine. And it is going to be building.
Yeah,
it's,
but
it's,
you would-
it's a long-term 10, 15, 20
In order
year
to do the
investment.
goal you wanted, exactly 10, 15 years, 20 years, you were forcing your brother to go along for the ride as your
And
backup
it's
plan.
not,
That's not
forcing,
your.
it's not forcing him at all, because if he's not going to, I've told him multiple times, if this doesn't make sense for you,
Yeah, but he's your brother.
got his
He'll
own
do it 'cause
property.
he loves you.
And of course, he does love me very
But
much. so,
that's
and I can say back to
unacceptable
him.
that you are bringing that to him, because you are making him stick
Where,
along.
but I
because-
can't sell him.
I just want to be
right now.
very clear.
Oh, my
I just
goodness.
want to be
no
very
other
clear.
option in this scenario.
In
Right
not
now,
one-
if it does come appraised lower than that,
I want to be very clear. In not one of your investments have you ever been successful. Not one. And yet you want to attach him to a 20-year plan.
but they've been learning experiences.
You.
They've been
Except
learning
obviously
experiences.
not.
They
Because
have.
no
They
accountability has
have.
been taken.
They
You have
have.
never improved your investment strategy.
You've never
Failed,
improved.
failed,
They're
failed,
not
failed.
learning
You've done very well on your
experience.
income, but you have never done investing properly, and you're going to bring him down with you.
Don't be
Will
this
it bring
guy.
him down though? Will it bring
Don't
him down?
be
Lost
this
his
guy.
scan. If you miss a payment, if things get his credit. If you get foreclosed on his credit, you might say, "Oh, that'll never
But
happen."
that's the risk
But
of
it happens
everything, right?
every
That's
day.
the risk of all of it.
It is, but
It's
why
the risk of all of it.
Are you dumb? Well, I'm saying why bring him along for the risk, you dumb.
He's willing to help me out.
Because
in
you're
what,
his
what I'm
brother.
trying to do for myself. Absolutely, and that's what a brother should do
Oh,
for
you're
a
not.
brother.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Enable
How?
his
How
own
is that
life.
enabling?
His own life.
What if the house could very well be worth $700,000, $800,000, $900,000?
Pick it up along the way, and I'm sure the
Oh.
turtle thing.
How am I going to pick it up along the way?
I'm sure the turtle
How
thing
am I
crawls
gonna
will
pick
work
it up
really
along
well.
the way?
How could you pick it up? Missing a payment, you dumb tit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
in terms of that answer, that's fine.
Dealing
It's not going to happen. I wouldn't
That's
let that
not how
happen.
that happens.
It is. I've
Okay.
seen a lot of things happen in my life and downturns in my life. that, again, I've always figured it out. This isn't me being a cocky asshole about it. It's me saying I will figure it out in these tough times. I will figure out what needs to happen, what goes next.
Says every single person that's ever been evicted in foreclosure. You're not especially unique, but butterfly. You're not.
That's what you think, man. And that's
What I
I'm
think?
sorry.
What do you
That's
mean?
what you think, man. You gotta have.
Why do you think you're special?
Because that's the way you should always think about yourself, man. You should
No.
always be positive in who you
You
are
only
and what you bring
need
to the table.
Positive but
That's
realistic.
save
Of course,
Just because you've been
$600
through
a
trauma.
month.
shit might happen.
Just because
Yeah,
your high
but
school
you
teacher
can
was
know
I
that.
have the same 24 hours in a day that you do.
I've compressed and condensed time. I've bent it. My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy.
I have the same
got something to
24
show
hours
for
you
it.
do, and that's
By
fine.
the
And you're also
time you're
5 years older than me,
50.
6 years older than me.
Yes, but at 27 at a $250,000 net worth, your net worth is negative.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just
It could, go
because-
both, it could go both ways. I'm still building into what I'm becoming. And so
Instead-
what I'm saying here is that my positive mindset will not allow me to put these bad situations of debt bring me any lower than where
That's
I'm already
not
at
a
right now.
saying I
positive
want you to feel
mindset.
like
That's
shit.
I
just
don't
a
think you're saying
denial mindset.
I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm trying to make you realistic. Your overwhelming positivity on everything it's gonna hold you back because this is stupid. Just because I don't care. Listen, it's sad, and I don't like the things that happen in your life. I don't like that your high school teacher said that. I don't like that you're Paul Walker's brother. I don't like that you're like all these things. They're sad, and it's a bummer,
Yeah.
and I have
Yeah.
sympathy for it.
Yeah.
That does not mean that everything will be perfect no matter what happens.
Of course. But
You need to set yourself up for the reality of this world.
But still having the mindset that knowing that when the bad does come, because it will always come, that I will figure it out. I will make it
Says
happen.
everyone who's ever been foreclosed on.
And then from there, that's what's meant to happen for me. And then I figure it out from there, man.
But you might
that's
your
the
brother
thing.
in the process.
And I've had these conversations with him, and he knows what he's getting into. He owns his own property as well, and he's doing his own thing as well. And I told him multiple
He
times,
can't
if
be
you don't want to
reasoned
do
with.
this, you
These
don't
people
have to.
can't
But
be
he
reasoned
sees the
with.
same thing, and he likes the risky aspect just as much as
They
I do
just
in this
want
life to be better than
everything
where we're
that they
at right now.
want,
Because
and
where
there's
how we grew up
no
wasn't how we want
criticism
our
that
kids
you
to grow
can
up.
ever
And it's not.
lay towards
Your kids?
any
No,
of
I
them.
don't currently. That is an end goal for me, and that's a
You're
up
not
and
a
coming goal.
girlfriend, right?
No, sir. Too high standards right now. I don't. This dating pool, Colorado. Denver's been rated like the #1 worst city to have a relationship or like being single or
Why,
trying
they
to
all
find.
married?
No. I don't prefer Bush. But
No one does.
no one does. No,
Some
it's
do.
just some do. But no, it's not. I don't know. It's weird. The dating pool and the dating scene in Colorado it's not great. Try it sometime. It ain't good.
No thanks.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Good
Well,
call,
you think you're a
because it's not-
high-valued man, and every woman thinks they're a high-valued woman. I get it.
Right, but
And yet no one is
a
willing to
lot
date
of
in
times,
those
and
standards,
I'm
including yourself.
out there seeing people. I'm talking to a couple girls and doing my thing and trying to figure out what's going to work for me and my values and my goals and where I want to go. But right now, nothing's become committed or serious, and
Okay.
I'm waiting for that time that it's fully there.
This
and
man
goals
should
align.
never
Titties. Okay,
Yeah.
so
get married.
I
He should
will-
never
I-
get married.
Dude, listen,
He-
you do well on your income
he
side. I'll
does
get you a
not
course
have the
certification
mindset
in accounting if you ever
where
want to
he's
manage your own
able to
business stuff. And I'll get you
sacrifice for
a
a
FIZ card,
family.
debit card that builds credit. So you can at least continue building credit, but also not spend more than a sitting checking account because I don't trust you with that to save your f***ing life. I do have some car loans in front of me. Ford F-150. At an 8% interest rate, you dumb.
Ooh, 8%.
got
The
that one
thing
for
is,
back
that
in
what's bad,
2023.
What's bad
Yeah.
is that's a
Yeah.
good interest rate for car
I
debt.
around my booth equipment, and I had a
It's
Mustang at the
still
time.
a
I had a
ridiculous.
Mustang that was 0% interest. I bought during COVID, right when COVID hit. Salesman sold me. I get sold easily by a good pitch.
Mustang and Corvette, you have no taste.
Well,
What's wrong with you?
that was a childhood dream car for me. Was a Mustang.
Your
And so-
childhood
and so
was
I got my
horrible.
first big money when I was 19 years old at the beginning of COVID.
What
They
kind
0%
of
interest. Salesman
Mustang?
was like, hey, what's a car you've always wanted? I said Mustang. He goes, oh, I have the perfect one. You buy it today, I'll let you rip all the stickers
What
off.
year?
0%. Got the Mustang. Anyways, fast forward.
No, what year? What year Mustang? Right?
2023 to this F-150.
What-
I
What
needed a car
year
or anything
Mustang?
for all my equipment. Which was
Oh,
not
the
working.
code people used to get a
Where'd it
truck in
go?
the United States of America. Let me just
I
tell
mean,
you.
it wasn't going to work in my Mustang.
There we go.
It wasn't going to work in the Mustang.
I know,
so
if you're gonna need a car, you couldn't afford to do it, though.
I did
There's
What
other options.
year
I did get a
Mustang?
Tesla,
Not this
P100D.
one.
What?
And hated it.
P100D?
Or P1, yeah, it was the 2017 Model 3, I think it was, and P100, yeah, it was
I've
going to
never
be like
heard
12.
this.
It was P100. I thought it was P100D. Again,
don't
it
know
shows,
what this is. We have a lot of Teslas in
shows how
this
much I like Teslas. I hated that thing, had it for less than 4 days, and so I went back.
That's
to
not even
the F-150.
That must have been very pre-modern Tesla. Like, I don't know.
It was, yeah, it was
So
a
what do you think this is
27
worth? You owe $35,810. What do you think it's worth?
25, 26, 27.
Well,
It
Edmunds,
doesn't
which is the most
say what
reliable
year Mustang. It was probably
check
a
and trade
late,
service on the
you
internet,
know, 2012 or
is
something.
24,000.
Mm.
24,000.
Okay.
In fact, they got a full trade-in offer for you, 24,000. So that's what they got. Its private sale might be like 1,000 or 2 higher than that.
Yeah.
Ain't good.
Yeah. I'm actually, currently, I do have someone interested in it.
Really? Of the Ford? Okay.
Because
What's
not
their
all
interest in what price?
Mustangs
So
are made
it's-
equal.
And
It's a
how
good
much
friend.
is that interest?
It's a good
This
the interest very high, very high.
is
Looking
a
at hopefully selling
Mustang
it within the next couple
convertible.
weeks.
At?
The full purchase price.
There
He's
aren't
helping
any
me out
others.
because of my situation and knowing that I need to refinance.
Really,
the
the
house.
guy making
This
six
is a
figures, he's
Mustang
helping you out? What the?
convertible.
Just because you
He
threw it
is.
away for your own bling, he's helping you out? He's
is-
enabling you. Oh my
Well,
God.
he knows the situation that happened with the house and the guy I owned the house with, and so he's willing to help me out and get outside. And so we come to an agreement that he's going to pay what's remaining on there, and then I give him.
And you
the
don't
rest of
get
that
this as a
position.
flex.
So say $7,000.
You
what I
don't
owe for
brag
the time.
about it.
Position of like that negative equity from where purchase
It's
price is.
just a
him going forward.
beautiful,
take out a debt
enjoyable
that-
car to
No,
drive.
friendly
A debt to
friendly
him.
Yeah, correct.
So now we're
correct.
mixing friendship with that. That's great. That always turns out well. That's wonderful. Especially, haven't you already learned your lesson with this mortgage?
Yeah.
No, apparently would be actually the answer.
It's
But-
well, it's friendly.
This is not a
It's
person that
friendly.
learns his
It's friendly.
lesson.
That gets messier and messier. I'd rather have on the dotted line. I'll be honest. But regardless, okay. So
Okay.
you will owe him about $10,000 separately. How are you meant to pay that to him?
Well, it's gonna be like 6 or 7. But I'm
I
gonna
mean,
pay.
it's valued at 24. You owe 35. Why is he getting it for overvalue?
Well, he's coming in at 26, like you said.
Why?
Private sale is gonna come in a little bit higher.
Yeah,
and so
okay, so
yeah,
26. So that's 10,000.
Okay.
Because you owe 35.
35. I see what you're saying. Okay, so.
Oh, it says there.
No, so. Over time, we haven't set any dates or anything like that. He knows I'm good by my word, and he's letting me pay him back over months. We haven't fully set anything into parameters or how that's going to look or work yet.
What's your minimum due payment right now?
It's $749
Listen, I'll put 749 because until
or 7. Yeah,
Oh
749
my
749, I
goodness.
believe.
749. I'm putting, which by the way, insane. Cute. Put that with your mortgage you can barely afford. Good fuck. But regardless, I'm gonna put that as your debt and your minimum due payment until you guys got this figured out. Because I can't put anything else there until you have it figured out. In hand shook and hopefully, or rather, a legal actual agreement, by the way. But
Yeah. And it might come to that. It might come to that where we sit down, we do have a legal agreement and contract signed, but as of right now, those are kind of just the parameters that are set on him buying the.
I know, which is why I can't cross it off for now.
Yeah,
And adjust a new minimum due payment. Okay, Chevy Corvette, 2019. Super City. Almost a 10% interest rate. $37,560 on it. That's how you know it's not a nice sports car, by the way. Just gonna let you know. It's a win-win. You get money and I get money. These are called affiliates, and you get that sweet, sweet cash for signing up for some amazing products. The first one is Chime. This is a checking account that I personally use, and you get up to a $350 bonus with a new Chime checking account and earn up to 3.5% APY on your savings. And second, my investing app of choice these days is Webull, and get a 2% match on all of your money that you transfer
Yes,
over. And finally,
finish
sign up for
the
automated
ad.
investing with Acorns. Typically, the sign-up bonus is only $5. But with my link, you get $20. Ladies and gents, you get money,
Acorns,
I get money.
yay,
Enjoy.
invest.
Links are in the description below. Guys, just real quick, don't forget to take your Hammer financial score at calebhammer.com. See where you stand, where you got to do better, where you're doing shit. Listen, it just takes a few minutes and it is free. Figure out where you stand in the world of money, calebhammer.com. Man, come on. If it's a nice sports car, it ain't gonna be $40,000.
Yeah, but it's also 2019. It had 60-something thousand miles on it, so it was older. You know, it wasn't a brand new 2025, 2026. You know, C8 or anything like that. But yeah, no, that guy's coming at like 680, I believe, on that one.
Huh.
680 for the Corvette
What?
monthly.
Huh?
The monthly payment on the Corvette.
$680? Is
believe
that
so.
almost 10% interest rate? Look, what are we doing? What do you think it's valued at?
37,
Oh, it goes.
30. I know it's in the 30s.
No. You have a CarMax offer through Edmunds right now at $21,000.
There's bullshit. I just
So it's
looked at it.
probably
not
like
too-
25,000. Well, Edmunds, listen, CarMax definitely comes out under.
just
They
had
get the offers, it doesn't matter.
I just had a dealership offer me 34. I don't know how it's coming in at 21. I don't know where that's coming from, but yeah, no, I just had a dealership offer me 34. I just can't right now afford to pay that difference from the 34 to 37.
This is what we got, big guy. This is what we
That's-
got.
yeah, that's
Now, I'm
weird.
curious to see what they loop in with that 34. Sometimes they give you a higher offer if you're going to go get an expensive loan and car with them. So
I mean,
have you
I
gotten
made
that
it
far in the
pretty- no,
conversation?
I made it pretty clear that I'm just looking at selling it. I made it pretty clear. But yeah,
2019 Chevy, Corvette what?
I believe it's a 2LT.
2LT?
2LT. And I mean, even on the private market right now, you can go to Marketplace and you're seeing 2014s, 2015s going for in the 30s. I saw one at a dealership going for 45K with 20,000 less miles than what I have on it right now.
Oh, yeah, I guess depends on where. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing like this one. Yeah, I guess it depends where you're getting it. What miles and what condition for sure.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, you can't afford that difference regardless. Even if that generous offer is a generous offer, what are you going to be driving? I guess you have four other cars.
I'm actually down to just one other car than that.
What will the other car be?
It's
So what will the daily driver be?
Not.
Huh?
Not. I wouldn't have a daily driver. I wouldn't be driving. I travel for my new position within my company. I travel the country, working all around the country
Are you
doing
getting
events.
places?
I don't need to. I don't need to outside of work.
Yeah,
Other than
for work.
taking an Uber to work.
Okay, do they pay for that?
Or to the airport, yeah,
Yeah.
reimbursed. And a lot of stuff too is
You literally, what about like friendships or dating? Because you are on the literal furthest edge of suburbia. Like that is not a public transportation hub.
15,
It's not.
20 minutes down to downtown. And which even at that point I don't go downtown anymore. I don't go out and do the drinking and partying like I used to when I lived downtown.
Water system. What are you bought a new build?
Yes, an area I live in, very hard water, very chemical water. Yeah, very chemical filled water, bad. And actually the town supposedly, and this could have just been getting sold, but the town supposedly years back or something was driving around in vans handing out Brita filters to residents because of how bad the water was.
So what is the balance?
Well, I mean, I use
I
filtered
want to say
water.
15.
What's your minimum monthly payment?
140, 149.
What's the interest rate on this?
0%. 0%.
Forever?
Yeah, 0% on that.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I
yeah,
get it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm a snob for water. I do enjoy good water. Growing up in Colorado, we have the best water. So anytime I go somewhere, it's
Which is why you're buying a water system.
yeah, right. But the
don't-
area
I
I'm
didn't
in,
buy a water system.
the area I'm in did not have good water, and I have pets, so I got a reverse osmosis with the water system, and I'm not gonna feed my pets.
Well, my
kids.
water comes from the Colorado River in Austin, Texas, and I don't need a water system.
That's fair. Well, if you don't live in a very high chemical hard water area, then you don't need a water system.
Best
but
water.
it's a real thing. You gotta be a water
Which is
snob
why you
sometimes.
need the best water. Okay. You need a water system because you have the best water.
Water's the way to go, man.
Yes, water's good. I like that. Security system. Yes, everyone's after you and your negative net worth.
That one-
Okay.
$4,000.
What's going on
He's
with
up
this?
to almost-
Couldn't figure out the login apparently. Again.
680,000.
That one was,
As much as you need.
long story short, I was at home. My mother was over visiting, and I got a notification on my Ring doorbell. I was looking for a camera through my old security system, and they wanted $1,200 up front, which I did not want to spend. So I never answered for door-to-door salesmen. Saw this
You
cute.
did
I
the
saw
water
this-
sales and okay.
Well, the water sales, they're friends. I've met them through my job over the years. We've kind of worked
Who's the
the same
easiest people to sell to?
Like I tell you.
Absolutely,
Keep going.
absolutely,
Salesman.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So door-to-door,
salesmen
I
are
never
the-
opened
See?
the door for
He
door-to-door
just
salesmen,
said
but on my
salesmen
camera,
are the
I saw this
easiest people to
this
sell
gorgeous
to.
woman at the door.
So don't
And
buy.
I know, and I was like, okay, hold up, mom, give me a second. I'm gonna go answer the door. I go answer the phone, or go answer the door. She gives me the full pitch. Okay, sure, yeah, come on in. And she comes on in. We sit down at the kitchen table and goes over her whole pitch. And I let her know, oh, I'm actually looking for an extra camera. And oh, well, you're not gonna spend any money down today. Long story short, we ended up hanging out for about 3 hours.
Oh,
yeah.
hanging out.
No, nothing never happened. Nothing
No,
never
hanging
happened.
out.
Hanging out. Like, we did the sale. I didn't realize she was running my credit until after, like an idiot.
But you were calling this hanging out.
Yeah, hey, well, after the fact, because we were waiting on the techs to come in and install the cameras. No, she saw I have a whiteboard in my kitchen next to my garage door, and she read through the goals, and she goes, oh, what kind of car do you have? Because one of my goals is pay off my cars or sell them.
She knows the quickest way to a
And-
man's wallet. She complimented your car, didn't she?
And she
Yeah.
asked to see it.
Oh my God, you're
And then we go, yeah. Then,
Yeah.
and no, and so then we just drove around the neighborhood for a second, came back, and she was on like one of those little segways, so she let me ride on that. thing
Oh
as she was driving
my
around the neighborhood.
Trying
goodness.
to get a sale,
She already
right?
got the sale at that point.
Yeah,
She already got
no,
my shit.
was
she
selling.
definitely
Yeah,
got
so
the
that's fair.
sale.
Did you end
Just
up paying her?
No.
Then there was no point in any of this.
She was the one
Then
that got
there's
away.
no
We
point
stayed
in
in contact
any of
by the
it.
time she was in Colorado. She
Let me
No,
hear it.
she
I need
ended.
to see-
Oh wait,
we're
wait.
not
No,
gonna
I'm
put
not
a
gonna
picture
say
on
what
screen.
I
I
was
need to see
gonna
how
say,
hot
but
this
she
was for
ended
what
up
balance?
doing that to him.
1,000?
yeah.
Okay, I need to see how high she was for this $4,000 balance at what interest rate?
0% as well.
What's your minimum monthly payment?
For that account, not including like the monthly for the security service, is 72. 72.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's see this.
I
Let's see
don't
what this
have.
woman looks
I don't
like.
believe I have her Instagram. I couldn't find it. But you can go through here on her Facebook.
Why does that sound weird?
What? I don't know. We're friends on Facebook.
Okay.
Oh
Definitely,
my
she has the saleswoman vibe. Every
She was-
saleswoman looks
I-
identical.
She was. She.
Every
she knew how to-
saleswoman
and she-
looks
she
identical.
posted about
She
it,
knew
but
how to sell,
she knew how to
and
sell.
she also knew how to already have a boyfriend.
You already
They've
have
been
a.
broken up. I think they are still broken up. They broke up, I believe, at the beginning.
When'd you buy this?
The summer.
When'd
this
you?
summer. It
This
was.
summer? I think she has a kid.
No, she doesn't. No, that's her nephew, I believe.
What month did you purchase?
Probably July. Probably July.
Yeah, she was making out with the dude in March, so.
Yeah, no, and
Aren't
she had told me they broke up
she's
at the beginning
making
of
out.
summer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd stick it in. I get it.
Yeah,
I
I can't not.
Yeah, well, and it came out to the point of I didn't want to spend $1,200 up front.
Oh
like
my
the previous
goodness,
company.
I
So
get
you
it.
have to show her the card. Did you get to show her the credit card that takes 20 years to pay off with minimum monthly payments only without doing any purchases, of which you do, by the way, 3,000 last month?
$20,000 of credit card
So a
debt.
lot of work purchases come through on
Oh
that card. The longest time I
my
was getting
Why the
goodness.
interest on work shit?
So here's what I will say.
Well,
I
it's
took, like I mentioned earlier, I took a couple months off this
$7,673,
year.
but it will cost
A lot of stuff happened with my family.
$20,000.
My mother was in and out of the hospital for the first time ever in my life. Went through a very big scare with that. She was also
Yeah,
frauded
that's why
for
you
quite a
don't
bit of money,
Okay, jeez.
online scams, quite a bit of money, and
6
it-
cars.
Yeah, it was tough. So it kind of met with.
This is
everything
why
in
you
my
don't buy
life.
6
So
cars.
I didn't have.
Dude, this is all.
This is why you don't buy 6 cars.
It is bullshit. It is bullshit. It's bullshit.
Shut up,
I
Mark.
didn't have commission coming in. I didn't have commission
Oh,
coming
cash
in.
advance
and so,
$9.32. This is like this was last month. You weren't working last month.
well, so my commission gets paid out 45 days. in
Cash
advance. So-
advances.
Well, not yet, but so in let's say
Buddy, $1,000 in
July,
fees this
you
year.
get
Almost
for whatever you buy,
cooked.
you're getting back in September.
Over $2,000 in interest and fees alone on this car this year.
$2,000.
Yes, over.
But that's also including the what $750 annual fee.
Yes, but still, there's money taken
And
away
interest,
from you.
yeah.
You're not getting the benefits regardless.
I am. I am
No,
getting
you
the
are
benefits.
losing more
I
than
travel.
you get.
I live.
You're still losing more than you get.
Am I though?
Yes,
Because
with the interest and everything, yes. That's how the
being
math works.
reimbursed for bag fees, going through.
It will
and
not mathematically beat the interest you have. The thousands in interest.
interest. It's what's the interest rate? 24, 23, 22?
Yes, probably around there.
So is my Apple Card. So is my Capital One.
What?
So-
What? How are you
so-
comparing?
I mean,
How about you don't pay any interest by not carrying balances on a credit card? You
I do,
dumbass.
and I do. In this statement right here, when I was coming on,
This statement right here, thousands in interest this year.
that was
He paid
one of the ones I'd never paid.
thousands
Ever
of
since
dollars
I was
in interest.
17, I
These
never
people
missed
are
a full
just
statement balance.
That's impossible. You're not
funneling
interested in
money
this
into the
credit card
banks.
this year so far. That's physically
The
impossible.
It was 3 months in a
bankers
row of
have
not working, and because of
just
all my other
captured
payments.
these people, and
20 years to pay
all of
$1,000 back.
society-
You have $7,672.50.
Listen. Real talk. Yeah, look at me, right? Look in my eyes. Hang on. Look in my eyes. This eye. These eyes. Look. These people who have created a banking system and an education system, somehow they figured out how to make everyone retarded so that they can funnel all the money that they make ever in the world to the richest bankers in the world for doing nothing. And we gotta stop. We gotta stop spending all this money. We gotta stop buying this nonsense. We gotta stop. We have to stop. Okay.
Monthly payment $252.52. It's Iceberg Drive-In, Starbucks. Okay, guys, I go nowhere. Starbucks, Chipotle, PlayStation Networks, too bountiful. Starbucks, I go nowhere. Shades on State Street, Tacos, the Park Cafe, I go nowhere. Venice, Holland Star, Lounge and Grill. Shut the fuck up. Going in. Where are you going in and getting the gas station for $3? What are you getting?
Usually an energy drink.
Hey, you dumb. No longer, because you're on a budget now. Try the free samples. You're making your energy drinks at home. You're not stopping at Starbucks either. You're making your coffee at home. You're making your energy drinks at home. They're cheaper. They taste better. It's 40 cents a serving. Get your free samples at gamersubs.gg with code Caleb. Link in the description below. Then when you're ready,
Yeah,
order
do
whatever
that, everybody.
flavor. Make your energy drink at home. 40 cents a serving. Save your money. Come on, it tastes better anyway. Stop being a dumb. So energy drink.
All right.
Bullshit, energy drink bullshit.
We'll just go over here.
Mangianos, Panda Express, Mood Vapes and Smoke. Great. Yeah, kill
Yeah,
yourself before you
bad
even have a
habit,
kid. That's
bad habit,
wonderful.
bad habit.
Chopsticks to go. Amazon. Car wash
Look
in
at
Colorado.
this.
I guess it's selling. Okay, maybe. Potentially. Taco
Good
Bell, Smokes and Vape,
nonsense.
Wendy's, concessions, Plum Creek Golf Club,
do
trying
like
to live
golf.
that millionaire lifestyle, energy drink, Texas Roadhouse, Starbucks, Grill and Bar, but I go nowhere. Longhorn Steak.
Oh,
Going in
he's-
with the bullshit Waffle
Work.
House.
We gotta stop.
They reimburse 100% of this.
Yeah, a lot of
Every
the
single purchase. A lot of the time. There it is.
$60
No,
a day
no.
is what I was on, and then there are times like those bigger purchases where I'm buying for my team. It's a team dinner that I'm usually allotted for during
Like your
one show.
4,500 Denver Nuggets season tickets.
It's a hobby. I need a hobby.
That's a hobby. Shut the
It's
fuck
the
up.
only that.
Chick-fil-A, Dead is Sadder, Chick-fil-A, Cowboy Lounge, Waffle House, My Bar and Club, Dunkin' Donuts, at the airport, Cowboy
Oh
Lounge,
my
I go nowhere.
goodness.
Waffle House, PlayStation Network, getting some bullshit, Wendy's, energy drink, shut the fuck up. Interest like crazy, fees like crazy, death like crazy, shut up. Venture card, what's going on with this?
Just another credit card I got the same time
This
as
other one
Amex.
we don't pay off because I pay off my cards every month. Shut the fuck up. You paid $500 towards it, you purchased $848. Die. $74 minimum monthly payment, balance of nope, I wish, $2,126.61. So stupid. Interest accruing. At the airport, Taco Bell, energy drinks, Jimmy John's, Panda Express, Brothers Bar and Grill, but I go nowhere. Taco Bell, Wendy's, King Supers.
You don't see bars and clubs on there.
What's-
I told you I don't.
No,
don't
there
go
were
out.
bars, I thought. Maybe it was food at bars, but
It could have been.
Wendy's, Taco Bell, Panda Express, at the airport again, B-dubs.
Okay. This
All the
is
ways
the
you get the
problem.
shittiest ones, huh?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Just go.
It used to be a tradition with one of my
cook and
roommates. We'd always
eat
go.
Well, it used to be,
food.
and it's not, and yet it is there. So, cough, stop. I don't give a shit. You're paying fees like crazy. You're paying interest like crazy. It's just thousands of dollars gone across everything together. It's just insane. What's the point of what you're doing? At a 28% interest rate. Apple Card, what's going on with this?
That's got a lot of
Bullshit,
recurring-
perhaps?
Yeah, there's some bullshit on there. I mean,
Bullshit
recurring
on everything,
payments.
thousands of dollars.
There's recurring payments on there. Auto pay all set up with it. There's some, it's
Going out to eat last month alone, how much do you think? I know some was reimbursed,
How
but
much?
certainly not all, that's for sure.
probably without the bigger purchases that
Just
I know
going
I
out to
take
eat,
dinners.
Ted.
I'm just gonna hide.
Not $800 maybe.
Okay, $1,232.29.
This is me.
With miscellaneous bullshit on top of that.
This
which
is
like
me
the PlayStation
watching.
Shit, all the other miscellaneous bullshit that does not matter. $734.
This is just
so
me
minimum, expect
watching. I'm
$2,000 on
just-
bullshit last month. Yeah,
we-
show the
we're
hot one
gonna-
that next time. Show cream. We'll be able to wipe up someone real quick.
Just right here.
So $1,509.47
Just right
on the Apple Card with a $73 minimum payment. Oh, great. Roku, off. Apple Bill. DoorDash and Dairy Queen. Apple Bill. Fiber internet. Lyft ride. Liquor store. Well, we don't go to the bars. Another car wash. 2 in 1 month. Shut up. DoorDash and Dairy Queen again. DoorDash
Oh
and Dairy
yeah,
Queen
you
again. DoorDash and Dairy Queen
gotta
again.
DoorDash Dairy Queen
Yeah.
Go off,
for
dude.
$30.
Need Dairy Queen.
Well, it wasn't cold yet. It wasn't cold yet. It was actually very. It was a hot year
Interest
this
like
year.
crazy. Again, across everything. This is all adding
Oh
up. It's all
my
death, insanity, and
goodness.
broken and stupid. Savings in this account's $1,000.
Oh,
Okay. Going full Dave Ramsey. Yippee. Oh, you're doing FanDuel? Oh my goodness, he's doing everything. What a joke.
That's calmed
Selling
down
out
over the
some-
years. That's calmed down.
Years?
Over the 4
Dude,
years
that
I've been
last
legally
month,
able to
it was
gamble.
almost $200. Okay, what's this? Is this what is this account with $8,000 in it?
It's my high yield savings.
Okay, well that's actually good. I can at least compliment that. Retirement, with where your income is better,
$8,000 in a high yield
Want you
savings,
to be,
okay.
but seeing that 7 is good.
Well, so
almost
that,
8.
that's just what I labeled it as retirement. That's their investment portfolio that they do through.
They manage it?
They do.
Who
For like
does?
0.002%. The bank that I go through.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they-
why? That's just so stupid.
And because I learned my lesson from when I was doing the day trading stuff and all the
Okay,
AMC.
fine.
I
I'd
didn't
rather
trust
you do
myself
that
with
than
You know what? And that's
you manage yourself. I was hoping like an index target date retirement fund, but okay, that's fine. 400.
yeah,
swap
index
account,
targeted
okay.
retirement fund. You know,
Oh, it's
do
the
that.
18.
yeah, I was about to say that's AMC.
Down 14,000.
Get
okay.
a Vanguard retirement fund, a
Heartbreak.
Roth IRA.
Heartbreak.
That might be the one lesson you've actually learned and executed is in that retirement account. You're letting someone else manage it instead of you picking your own stocks, like a dumb tip. So I'll give one learned lesson that I'm seeing actual accountability.
Well, you
on.
can
Other than
pick
that,
your
there's
own
no
stocks
evidence
with
anywhere else.
10% of your
Let's get into
investment
picking myself a
portfolio,
mortgage. So again, good luck on the refinance. Dude. I really do.
right? You can pick your own stocks with 10% of your investment for. Hang on. Let me see. Let's go here. Let's move this over here so y'all can't see. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so that y'all can't see what I'm doing. See if I can log in. Oh, excuse me. A burp. Oh. Go here. Here. Let's see if I can sign in. I want to see if I can look. Log in. See if it lets me. Username. That. Password. Does it not autofill? Yeah, so I don't have it. I can't I'll have to figure out how I can log in later. So I can't log in, but
See it.
yeah,
And you can always challenge
if
an
you
appraisal
just
once.
have
Maybe it changes
10%
state by state, but it honestly usually
of
doesn't
your
work anyway.
investments,
To challenge the appraisal.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
you
That-
can
I'll
try,
you,
but-
you can
If they come in with
invest
some bullshit
those.
offer lower than that, even the 5.
You can invest
65 or whatever
10%.
it's on.
your debt minimum payments $2,000.
You can handle 10%. Put the rest.
Okay. Mortgage.
Put the rest.
$400.
Put the rest of it.
41 cents. gas,
right?
electric, utilities,
And just
all those
let
good
someone
things, what are
handle
they
it.
at
But
right now?
10% of your
Including internet,
investments,
which is like
you can just
75.
mess around
Right
and buy
now, we're probably
stocks.
looking at
It
$250
don't
for
matter.
water and maybe $350 for heating and gas. Well,
Plus 75 for
gas,
electric.
gas comes out separate too, so $50. So yeah, I will say 650.
Okay, so 725.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
dear.
crazy, by the way. For
Oh,
you.
my
Your phone
goodness.
bill, how much?
215.
You fell for your own. Oh, you sold
250.
yourself. What a dumbass. Gas from drive. For now, I guess you're getting rid of these cars. At some point.
I didn't pay gas for the last 2.5, 3 years. I didn't pay gas. That was reimbursed to me from my company.
And all Ubers, like, but you go places. They should reimburse everything. But okay, I'll cross
Well,
off for zero for now.
yeah,
Car insurance, how much?
$2,900 every 6 months. So I think it came out to like I also pay for one of my mother's car.
You pay for it?
Yeah.
Why?
And that phone bill is also one of my
she had
mother as
issues.
well. Nah, she doesn't have issues.
Every 6
I
months?
just like taking care
Isn't
of my
that
mother.
483?
Is
A
that
month?
Yeah, 483.
But you're
29
selling
divided by
one
6.
car.
Selling one, hopefully
Oh
get
my
rid of
goodness,
both.
Well, yeah, but you won't be able to
$500.
for a while, 'cause you can't make up that negative
$500.
Okay, food, $300. You're cooking. You're using the cookbook and the meal plan that come in the debt class or the budget class as well. So, okay, $300 for that. TP fund, anything else you need to survive, $100. Medical, healthcare, their copays ongoing. Medications,
No.
that kind of stuff. Okay.
Medications, yeah.
How much a month?
Say 150, 200.
Oh jeez, it's a
I'll
lot.
just say 200.
200 subscriptions. I'll try
Ugh.
all over the
50,
place. And you choose where
Yeah.
it goes. Pet insurance 150. How much for pet food?
I'd say $200 a month. 200, if,
Oh my
200.
Anything
goodness.
else that needs to be in your budget that I
they
have not put in yet?
Mm,
Now's the time.
no. Pet insurance, yeah.
I don't know if you'd make it
that's
without his rent. Let's see.
better. And which is time, I can look at getting more
Yeah,
tenants.
without his
but-
rent, you wouldn't make it. And I think you like kind of. Yeah, no, you have about 800 left over. So you need $8,697.41 on a monthly basis.
Oh my
That
goodness.
9,500 that comes in, some of it during rent. Well, let's call it 800. You have
$9,000
dude,
a
outside of your
month.
mortgage, it's $102,308.35. Okay, yeah, but you are selling the Ford F-150, of which we can minus $24,835.67 of. And that gets rid of a minimum payment, so that frees up an extra. Well, no, but you need to pay off his 10, so I'm not freeing up the minimum payment because you gotta get rid of the 10 you'll owe him. Hopefully, you can sell this
Oh, the
Corvette.
10 for that 150. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But either way, until you can imagine it's the $77,472 divided by the now $800. It still takes 96 months to pay off, 8 years. But I think you get rid of the Corvette. Just don't go out to eat for 1 month, and you have like $2,000 miscellaneous bullshit.
Yeah.
And if your value and what they've said is correct, it's not what we saw, but maybe with what we had, we didn't put in the right information. That's fine. Yeah, get rid of the Corvette. That gives you an extra. $680 on a monthly basis. Throw that towards the debt. I think you can be debt free in about 4 years, 3 to 4 years, bad debt free. I don't think you're gonna be able to
3 to 4.
refinance yet. 3 to 4,
3 to 4.
getting rid of both these car payments and still paying off his 10.
Hmm.
And then you get a 6-month emergency fund, of which you're not with your debt minimum payments. You have unfortunately a 1-month emergency fund with $8,000 because your payments are just so insane.
Technically 2 months if you look at the investment
No.
account. I can
Oh, the
pull
investment account, sure,
account.
but yeah, but you don't want to take penalties from pulling from there.
And I am filtering through every 2 weeks 250 from my high yield into that investment.
Well,
account
I
as well,
wouldn't. I wouldn't for now.
but Wouldn't.
Not for now. Let's pay off the debt because you're getting a worse return on the interest on these debts.
I mean,
So
I'm up 18%
get rid of
on
both.
investments, but
Yeah, but your interest rate on the cards are 30%. So fuck you, dude. I don't understand.
Yeah,
Listen,
you
start
gotta
with the checking
understand
account now,
this,
even if it
guys. You gotta understand this. Let me move. You gotta understand this. A credit card is a negative interest rate. We're gonna do some math, guys, because I don't feel Caleb actually does justice to what's here. Okay? Because we gotta understand that you guys are retarded. So since you're retarded, we gotta understand. Okay? Credit card interest is 29.99%. If you have really good credit and get a really good deal, you can get 24.99%. But guess what? You're retarded. And some of you have 32.99%. But it doesn't matter because we're going to assume that credit card debt is 18.99%, which guess what? That's lower than any of you can get. So we're doing best case scenario. Okay, that's credit card debt. The market can historically perform at 10%. Okay? You're not going to get 10% because you're stupid and you buy AMC and it tanks, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to say that the market performs at, we can't say 5% because your mortgage is 5%. We're actually going to be much more reasonable and we're going to say 7%. This is what the market does. The market does at 7%. Okay, so that means good debt is less than 7% interest. Bad debt is greater than 7% interest, right? That's good debt and bad debt, you understand? But let's actually do the math. Any money that you have that's in good, that's in bad debt is money that could be put in the market. So let's remember, credit card, that's not 18%, that's negative 18%. And this is not 7%, it's plus 7%. Good debt is still negative 7%. Bad debt is still greater than negative 7%, right? Or what we're really saying is good debt would be if you get greater than negative 7%, which means negative 6% to negative to positive 7%, right? But it wouldn't be debt if it's positive, so to 0%. If you have debt at 0%, yeah, that's good. Okay, bad debt is negative 7% or less, right? Because we need to understand that interest is a negative. Now, when we take out a loan and we have debt, even good debt, like a mortgage, however you spell that, if it's 5.25%, right? That's a negative. That's negative 5.25%. Okay? That money is costing us 5.25%. When if we had that money in the market, we would be getting plus 7%. So that means a total cost of what? We could get 7% positive. We're getting 5.25% negative. That's a negative 12.25%. That's if we're 5.25. So, if our credit card, even if we're getting 18.99%, that's a negative. That's money. That's money that could be a positive 7%. That means that it is equal to an actual negative of 25.99%. Okay? And some of you don't understand what that means. That means if you owe, for every $1,200 that you put on a credit card, even at 18.99%, which you're not getting, so you're worse than this, but this is best case scenario. Every $1,200 that you put on a credit card costs every month it's going to be interest on $100 per month, right? Which that equals $26. That's it. That's at 18.99%. Now, most of you are getting 29.99% plus the 7% you could be earning equals 37.99%. That means every $1,200 that you have in debt costs you, wait for it, $38 per month. Okay, that's what it's costing you in the now. However, that's only the first year. That's the cost for the first year. Okay? Right? $38 a month. 38 times 12 is, let's pull up a calculator. Here's my calculator. It's right behind my head. Here we go. Okay, 38 times 12. Okay, so $456. Okay, so in the second year, that $456 is going to cost you an additional $31. And I'm not even compounding interest, so all these numbers are larger. That's an additional $31. So that's the second year. What about the third year? Oh, the third year, it's costing you even more. It compounds. Compounded interest works against you the same way it works with you. And it compounds so much. So for every $1,200 that you're in debt, you're losing $38 a month in the first year, plus another 31 divided by 12, that's basically 8. Okay, so that's that divided by 12, sorry, that's basically 3. Okay, so 38 becomes, it's 41, right? So basically 41, we'll call it 40 for the second year. 40 per month for the second year. Okay? Then all that money compounds over again, and it costs you $43 a month for the third year. Okay? And this is going to compound again. And this is as you pay it off. If you don't pay it off, if you accrue fees and you spend more and you stack on more debt, these numbers are going to go up. This is if you're paying. This is best case scenario, because you people are retarded. You people are retarded. Anywho, let's continue. Oh, please. Go here. Here I am. I'm gonna be right here.
So you get an extra $350 using my link. So there you go. You can use that. You can throw that in the investing account, okay?
Chime.
Yeah, okay. So this is one of the things. I get free money, you get free money. It's fun. The audience gets free money. We love it.
Just do my high yield savings. We can
Yeah,
share
it's like
links. Well, and then I go up to 4.5%. So
Yeah.
we'll switch.
We
back
love
and
it.
forth.
Okay. Get your financial score. Spending under budget, you overspend, 0 out of 10. Debt, no collections. It's horrendous. It's bad even for your income situation. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. You will fix that quickly when you get rid of the cars. That'll quickly jump to about a 3. But for now, at this situation, because you haven't sold them, emergency fund, you have a 1 month, 1 out of 10. Retirement account does not contribute to that, but it does contribute to your retirement score, of which it was about 10,000, right?
It was 8. It was 8.
825, halfway to, you should be at about 120 in 5 years, so give you a I'll give you a 3 out of 10, just being generous, because oftentimes the second half of the decade is what really picks up for that first decade of compound growth. But real estate, negative equity position, interest rate is mid, far outskirts, you put a lot of money into the house that you're not recouping. It's an odd thing, but at least you're in a house, which allows the market to grow, hopefully, and you can get some benefits there. But for now, it's 4 out of 10. Hammer financial score, we'll round it up to a 2 out of 10. We're gonna go more into the gambling. Now he lost thousands of dollars in just a night recently, which is absolutely insane. He doesn't know.
Oh my goodness, gambling! Gambling! All right, well, anyway, yeah, this is not the way to do things. You got to get your finances you got to get your finances in order. Listen, guys, we'll bring it up. I'll go over here. Hey, look, like, this is not perfectly doable for everybody, but it is achievable. All right, let's get that out of the way. 10% tithe, 20% savings, 30% spend it on whatever you want. I don't care. 40%. That's what you live on. It's not possible for everybody, and yes, sometimes you have to do this. Okay? But if you can't do this, you're retarded. If you can't do this, you need to spend less and work harder and make more. I don't know. If you're in a position where you can't do this and live on 60% of what you make, you're retarded. Even this in this economy. That's just how it is. And obviously, if you're not religious, you can steal from God and take 10%, but that's not going to work out well for you. I can't explain that mathematically. There's no way to explain that mathematically, but that's just that's just how it is. Anyway, you guys take it easy.